始まる私の恋心視線を捕まえて口元に浮かぶ微笑み謎を解いて
Hey everybody, welcome to Ship's Worldwide Podcast, a podcast where you can listen to us talk for a long time.
Yes, and boy, do we have stuff to talk about, because it's been
3 weeks.
3 weeks that have been,
Eventful, to say the
to
least.
say the least, a couple things have happened. So we are going to be, I think, getting right into this,
Okay.
because... as usual, we'll follow our schedule, but we're gonna, I think, pretty quickly go through our weeks and get to the meat and potatoes of all the stuff.
What are the meat and potatoes?
The meat and well, I mean, like the gaming stuff and the media stuff.
There's been a lot of normie stuff that's happened to me.
Okay,
personally.
well, then you know what? Then sure, let's hop right in.
Right in. So,
Yes.
it's gotten warmer out.
Oh my God! Thank God. So it actually, for a bit here, snowed again.
Yeah, it did.
And it like a week ago there was snow, and now it's plus 20, and I'm out in like shorts, and it's like the best.
But I've been getting into a new exercise routine.
Very nice. I should do that as well
Going-
if I wasn't so
Busy?
busy. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Doing about like a 45 to an hour walk.
Nice.
But with runs interspersed between that.
You could catch many Pokemon, I bet, during that time.
Oh, I don't really focus on the Pokemon.
No, but what you do is use the Pokeball. Hook it up, and then as you run, you click. You'll be a Pokemon master.
I'm too busy holding my phone because my phone doesn't like stay in the shorts I wear when I run.
You should get one of those cool phone holsters.
I saw like a woman having it on her arm.
Those look good for women. I don't think they look too good for dudes, personally.
Just today I went running, and on one of the trails there was a bunch of geese on the road, and I had to
Well, now you know to avoid that road.
uh,
That is a random encounter. That is like you walk up there and you see the word "enemy has the advantage." You can't run.
I was running, and then I had to like stop and start walking to make sure it didn't like get mad. But previous time I did it, I was like staring a goose in the eye, and then it started walking towards me, and I'm like, okay.
It's like when you're playing Xenoblade and you're just walking, and then the battle music starts, and
Whoa.
you're like, oh no.
like
Level 89 appears at the top,
no.
and you're like in the unique monster music, and you're like, no.
I'm not as terrified of them as you are, but
I'm actually not. I play it up,
oh, really?
but because it's more fun to play it up. But I still don't like them. I will avoid them if possible.
Okay, there's this other thing. They added into town. I want to talk about this.
Yeah, okay, so I finally seen it. You were talking about it, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then one day I was driving, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty big and taking up a lot of space.
So there's like 4 lanes, not like 2 lanes one
Yeah.
way, 2 lanes the other.
Yep, down our main road.
Main road, like,
So, like,
busiest road in the town.
Like when you're playing SimCity, the first road you draw, like the one that is the backbone of the town,
Yeah.
that's the road we're talking about.
Yeah, they added a what is it called, an ELS, like
I call
automatic.
it a funicular.
Oh, funicular.
That's not what it's actually called, but
Well, it's basically an automatic driving vehicle that goes
yeah,
back and forth.
it is a self-driving shuttle.
Yeah, and it now makes one of the ways a 1-lane street,
Yes.
and it's honestly the stupidest idea.
It doesn't even go anywhere that people would want to go.
Yeah,
Like, if it went all the way down, that'd be one thing.
they can't even do that though.
But they can't do that. But it's the fact that it goes, like, the space that it goes, there's nothing there.
No, there's also just a sidewalk there along the way,
And that's what I think. I'm like, it takes no time to walk that distance.
and it's like we didn't need before. Why do we need it now? Right?
It's such a weird thing.
Such a waste of money.
Unless they eventually repurpose it into, like, actually going throughout the town or something, which they can't because we don't have big enough roads. But it's the strangest thing I've ever seen. It's like, to give you an impression of what it is, imagine a smart car that you stand in. Have you seen the actual thing?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's
It looks-
small.
yeah.
You could fit like
tiny.
4 people
The
standing.
pictures I've seen of it make it look a little bit bigger, but like
No.
when you actually look at it, it's tiny.
It's tiny. It's like you could fit 4 standing people.
It just makes me angry. Why
It's
would they do
very
that?
strange. It's the weirdest thing. This is them trying to get something unique, though.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So it's a little bit. It's a little bit
because we're a
gimmicky.
city now and we need all this
Yeah.
technology.
Oh well, we don't decide this stuff.
One more thing, I've been listening. Like, I've listened to music while I'm delivering, like 50 times over, and I'm like, you know what? I want to start listening to podcasts. So I started listening to podcasts.
Yeah. So who'd
while
you get?
driving. I'm listening to Kind of Funny right now.
Okay.
Fearless podcasts, and I'm just like, I've just started, so I'm just kind of dabbling, and I haven't really like.
It's tough to get into podcasts because there's some where they're like, no, start from the beginning, and then there's some where it's like, no, just hop in, you're fine.
Or like one podcast they have is like regular talking about random stuff about their lives, and the other one is games.
Yep.
And like with games wise, it's like you can't go too far back or it'll.
Some people like doing that.
Really?
Some people like going back and listening to old game podcasts.
Huh.
To hear, like, for example, I'm so excited for Mighty Number 9 and stuff like that, right? To hear stuff like that.
That's fair. But besides that, it's been going good.
Okay.
I've been also stretching when I wake up. It's
Oh, interesting.
been it energizes me more.
I could see that, yeah.
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 I recommend that.
Well, see, I was going to say, I do that too, but, like, by the time I'm out of bed, I have about 5 minutes to get to work. It's literally for me, I get out of bed, I do everything I need to do super fast, and then I'm out, right?
Get up earlier.
I'm up at 6 o'clock usually. I can't get earlier. I'm already going to bed
So
by
your-
9.
Your limit.
Well, the thing is, I wake up 6 o'clock every day, no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's automatic. I don't even need a alarm anymore.
Okay.
It's like I will wake up usually 5:59. My eyes burst open, and then my alarm goes off after I open my eyes.
Huh.
It's usually what it comes down to.
Well, that sucks.
You know what also sucks? Hepatitis.
Well, you got. Is that what you have?
So the reason that this podcast is a week late is I was in the hospital, and then I was recovering from not just hepatitis, hepatitis X.
X.
So
Sounds like a freaking Resident Evil virus.
So you know how there's A and B and C, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's also D and E. They're not very well known.
Okay.
I have, or had, it's gone now, thankfully.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. You
Okay.
wouldn't be here. But anyways, it wasn't transmittable anyways through anything but like bodily fluids,
Okay.
which then had all the doctors going, "Have you had bodily fluid contact with another human being?" To which I said, "No." And they're like, "You don't have to lie to us here." And I'm like, "No." So I have hepatitis X because it's actually a new strain that the scientists and the doctors are like, I don't get what's up with you.
How did you even get it?
So that's the thing. No one knows. They're like, okay, this is clearly hepatitis. Did you go to a tropical country in the last 6 months? And I'm like, no. Have you done the do with someone in the last 6 months who may have gone to a tropical country? No. Do you do drugs? No. They're like, please describe your lifestyle to us. And I'm like, I teach and I come home and watch anime. Like, what do you... And,
Maybe it's like some sort of amalgamation
and
of like
so- and
children's sickness.
So, well, one of the things is they think it might be like from that. But they're like, okay, so next month I'm actually in with a liver specialist from the university hospital.
Wow.
Because they're like, we need to find out, like, what is this thing?
Huh.
So, that's fun. I was yellow. And I've said that a couple times, but I don't think people realize when I say I was yellow, I mean my skin was an unhealthy shade of yellow, and the whites of my eyes were yellow. But do you know what the worst part was?
What?
Full body itchiness.
Oof.
Always. So remember when we went to go see Endgame?
Yeah.
I couldn't stop scratching myself. And I'm like, I've never done this. Why am I so itchy? So I'll be watching, I'll be like, oh, and they'll be scratching my
I didn't
head.
even notice.
And well, no, because I mean, I was trying to keep quiet, right?
Yeah.
But like the whole movie, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm so itchy. And the worst part is, you scratch, but there's nothing to scratch. There's nothing on my skin to
I hate
itch.
that feeling.
There's nothing like my skin is clean and fine. It's yellow, but there's nothing on it. So I'm like scratching, and when it's on the inside, you can't quell that itch. Sleeping
I
with
hate that feeling.
Sucked. It was like I lie in bed and all I got, and I'm like I have to keep like my legs apart, my arms apart, because any touching will result in scratching. Like if my leg brushes up my other leg, I start rubbing because it itches, right?
Jeez.
So that sucked.
But it's gone now.
Yes, I was hooked up to IVs. It's the first time ever getting IVs. IVs are the worst thing ever.
They're just the thing you put in your arm.
Okay, but I want you to realize I had full body itchiness. So with it in my arm, it was always stinging.
Oof.
So I was like I was at the hospital and people thought something was wrong with my arm. And no, there wasn't. But it's just because there was an IV in there and I couldn't handle the fact that it was always stinging. Like it felt like someone was repeatedly stabbing me with it.
Jesus.
It was the worst. That was the worst hospital visit ever. Also my first...
Wait, first ever?
Also my first...
You've never been to a hospital before.
I legitimately lead a very healthy life. Which, like, this has been my first time ever going in for something that wasn't just a scheduled thing. Like, I've gone into hospitals for come to see a specialist for something, but it was always just like, you know, go in. But it's my first time in emergency. They triage me into a place, and then they give me this stuff. So it's my first time in that world.
Did they, like, quarantine you because they didn't know what you had?
No, they didn't. Because by the time I was at the hospital, the worst was over.
Oh, okay.
So there was a few days there where I was home alone and I was just like, because I couldn't teach. There's no way. Especially because by the end of the day, my energy was gone.
So those like blackout episodes and all that. That was
part of it.
Okay.
That was part of it. And also I wasn't eating for a while.
Huh.
There was periods where it was 2 days where I didn't eat a single thing.
Really?
And I was just like, I couldn't eat because I felt always full. And there was one time when food, like I tried to eat it and it repulsed me. Like I couldn't look at it. I couldn't smell it. I'm like, I can't. So when I finally started eating again, I'm like, oh my God, I missed food so much. Like it's honestly, when you take food out of your life, you realize, at least for me, how important it is as like something to live for. Food is so delicious and there's so many good types. When you get rid of it and just replace it with water, I was like, I actually am losing the will to live.
Sorry.
I honestly, food is such a...
It is.
It's an amazing thing that when it gets taken away from you, you're like, you forget how important it is to have that amount of variance and like different stuff in your life.
I don't know, segue into something I had yesterday.
Okay.
Nando's.
Oh, you
First time going to Nando's.
You went for a bit of cheeky Nando's with the lads.
Yes.
You got some of that peri-peri chicken.
This food, it is incredible. I had to stop myself from eating the bones.
Okay, I'm going to be real. There's going to be some British listeners who are like, what are you talking about? It's just a Nando's. Those places are just everywhere over there. They're just like whatever. They're like our A&W.
I didn't even know Nando's was there. It was on the Gateway.
Yeah.
First time being there.
Well, we have the first Nando's in Canada.
Do we?
Oh, yeah. We are a city that gets exchange stores. We give Tim Hortons. They give us, like, literally, because they opened up a bunch of Tims in London. So then we got Nando's, and we got a few other things.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I haven't tried it myself, but when I was there, I took many pictures of me doing the cheeky circle, saying cheeky
so you
Nando's
haven't
with
been
the
in
lads. I've never actually tried it.
So it's a unique thing where you go in, you get the menu, but then you have to go up to the counter, order your thing, and pay for it.
Okay, so it's like a kind of cafe style.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice when you're done eating, you just leave, right?
Nice, yeah.
But I got the quarter chicken breast, mashed potatoes, and potato wedges.
Oh, yeah.
All incredible food, only for $15.
Nice.
Like the quality of the food does not match the cheapness.
I should skip skip the dishes that into
They
work
do.
one day. Yeah.
It's incredible food.
Nice.
Yeah. Told my parents about it, and they're planning to go soon, so.
Again, there's probably British listeners going like, "Why are you making this a big deal? It's just a
It's-
Nando's. It's just a Nando's, lads."
Incredible chicken.
I've heard. No, I've heard. I've always heard that it's good. I've heard the sauce that they put on the chicken is just the best.
Yeah,
called
I got garlic on there.
They say their peri sauce is the one that they say is like the real good stuff.
Well, you can do like various amount of spices too.
Oh,
There's like super extra hot. Well, Valley, my friend, he got the extra hot and then put it on top of that garlic. And he's
Oh.
like, I regret that.
oh, it's a real hot then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think you'd like it. I think you'd really like it. Anything else for you? Back to your anything else with the hospital?
No, nothing else there. That did give me a bit of free time because I was on my own. But I will say, when you have zero energy, like there was a couple days where moving from like room to room in this house was like required willpower and energy.
Jeez.
Like it was like if I wanted to go upstairs, I'm like, once I'm up there, I'm gonna have to be up there for at least an hour because I won't have the energy to move again for that. So I did a bit of gaming, not too much considering most of the games I wanted to play were ones I'm Let's Playing, and obviously I can't do that when I have zero energy, right? I did watch some stuff, but no, it was that's about it. Also, I'm fully booked in for Japan. Sent off some stuff for that.
Yeah,
So
good thing you didn't die before your Japan
yeah,
trip.
I was even
It's
like,
like
I was
unknown
like,
disease
I've
that attacks
already
you.
paid. This would suck if I died before I went there. Like that would really suck.
It's so weird that it's like such an unknown disease that hit you.
Well, it's an unknown variant.
Oh,
right.
I was like joking with Beat, like Tanner's going to be like patient zero for a new disease
And
that
guess
wipes
what?
out the world.
Guess what? Kind of am patient zero. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, because they were talking like one of the things it could be is that your liver could have a blockage in it, in which case we'll have to open you up and take that blockage out. And I'm like, oh boy, I don't know about that. I've never been under the knife. I don't know about
So
that.
was it jaundice at all?
So no, jaundice is a symptom. It's not a cause.
Oh,
Jaundice is
okay.
something you get with something else.
Oh, okay.
It was jaundice, but I didn't know then at the time that they're like, no, jaundice is just something that happens as an effect of other things, right?
Oh, okay.
The way to cure jaundice is cure what's giving you jaundice. So they said so they actually did looking into my liver, and they're like, no, your liver is physically healthy, but for some reason it's producing way too much of this beryllium, which is like what the liver produces, right? I don't know if I said that right. It starts with a B and has a lot of R's and L's. But so I was like, so they're like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, better than the last couple days. So they said, okay, we're going to send you home. You're going to take a few days to get better. And then if it gets worse, then you come back in. But if not, well, then you got over it. Mm-hmm. So, because I had 3 doctors come in and just be like, I don't know what's up with you. And my mom's freaking out. She's like, what? So how do we get rid of this? And the doctor's like, we don't know what this is. So we're going to say it's probably going to get better. And my mom's like, you can't say probably. So, but it did.
That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's about it for the real life stuff. Let's get into to other things.
The gamer goo.
A little bit of that.
All right. You want to go first or what?
No, you can go first. You're always first on the docket there.
All right, so
Starting off big.
finished Red Dead Redemption 2. Then
Okay, that's not the first one labeled.
Then went into Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Okay, there it is.
For the Switch. So it came out in 2014. Finally got around to doing now. I bought it on the Wii U, and I didn't play it because I didn't want to play my Wii U.
That's fair. I would pay money to not play stuff on my Wii U anymore. I've actually put my Wii U away.
Soon.
I have.
Me.
Because I'm not going to go back to Mario Maker with no Miiverse, because it's gone.
That's fair.
Like, there's nothing left. Like, there's like the 100 included levels, but that's it.
Well, the Zelda ports too. The Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker. No, don't brush those off.
No, but if I wanted to go back to them, I'll just play one of the originals.
I guess.
The HD stuff is cool, but I'm not going to dig out my Wii U to play those. I'll just play the originals.
Well, for me, I only have those copies. On
Then
Wii,
that's fair.
so.
Okay.
But yeah, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's a nice, cute little game. Got 100% on it. Got like the hidden toads, the pixel toads, and all that.
All right.
There's like an endgame challenge where it's like an endless gauntlet. Well, not endless. It's like 50 levels.
Okay.
And what I just did is like one Joy-Con you move and the other one you can aim and like shoot things with.
Oh, the 2-player mode, like the Mario Galaxy style. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that because it was like impossible otherwise. And then the DLC was out, so I played that, and the same challenge at the end too. But this time you had to get like all the Toad brigades and not get them killed. I'm like, how am I going to do this? But I just did the
Yep.
thing.
Whatever works. It's not cheating.
It's fun. It's easy.
Yep.
I didn't have much trouble with it, but it's
no deep story, just a good time.
Nope.
Okay.
It's like it's an Odyssey prequel.
Yes. Yeah.
They retconned the previous one. And now it's a
That's
prequel
cool.
to
That's
Odyssey.
cool. For those like 7 people who care about Mario canon,
Yeah.
because it's
Well, the end credits was like Toad sees the Odyssey ship fly by. And
well,
he's
the
like,
original is Toad sees the
Green
opening
Star.
cut the
Oh,
opening
yeah.
cutscene from Mario 3D World.
Yeah,
and they got rid of that and changed it to the Odyssey, which is
Yeah.
cute.
That's cool. The Odyssey levels were pretty good. Nothing to.
Yeah, I'm
rave
sure
over.
it's nothing like mind breaking.
No, none of it was. It was kind of an in between game
Yep.
between Red Dead Redemption and Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Finally got this going. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. At first, I was like, do I not like this? And then when it finally got started, like
Now, I
the
will
Persona,
say, yeah,
thing.
the opening of Persona 4 is legendary for, oh my god, please get on with it. It's like 5 hours of like just walking between cutscenes and no real stuff, and then finally you're thrown in and you're like, yes, and then it's still like tutorials and you're like, no.
But don't like it more than Persona 5 yet. I don't think I will. I think Persona 5 is just
No,
gonna stay on
and that's absolutely fair. But at the same time, where are you at?
top. Middle of fighting Rise. I'm
Okay.
kind of doing like some side quests.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, why do we have to go to my cast or my
Yeah, they hate
place?
it.
It's like,
They hate going to their own dungeon.
Yeah. It's like, because we gotta. But Yosuke's cool. He's kind of like a Ryuji character.
Well, okay, they all like every Persona game has that the
Oh,
friend who's
okay.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Yukiko. She's cool.
She's not. Sorry. I fucking hate Yukiko.
Why?
I hate her.
Why is she so bad?
I don't like her gimmick. Like her. Okay, I don't know how you haven't played a ton with her, but like it feels like many characters in this game have deep, multifaceted stuff. She has a bad laugh. That's it. She has a bad,
Sometimes-
awkward laugh, and she laughs at bad jokes, and you're like, okay.
Sometimes simple is better.
Now, mind you, the one thing that's good about Yukiko is her voice actress has a huge YouTube channel about various crazy ways of smoking weed.
What?
And so she does it with the voice of Yuki, and there's like all these videos of Yukiko talking about Kush.
Is she even allowed to do that?
Oh yeah, I guess. And
Oh my God.
it's that is amazing. I like that side of Yukiko way more. Base Yukiko, not my favorite.
Then there's Chie.
She's the best.
Yeah, I don't like the tomboyish
No!
attitude. I'm sorry.
See, she's the best trial of the dragon, dude. Meat.
Her and Yukiko's attacks just all of a sudden like there's like one enemy left at like 2 health, and they like do that dragon attack that like wipes everything else. And why didn't you do that earlier? Like,
Did you get her? Did she do her galactic punt?
no, I don't think so.
Okay. Basically, there's I don't know because I played the original, right? So the team up attacks were not in the original. They're
Okay.
new for Golden, but in the original, there was a chance of her to just be like, "Okay, I got this" in the middle of battle, and she will kick an enemy out of the battlefield, and they're gone. It's called Galactic Punt.
I haven't done that yet.
It's the best. She's like, "Yo, let me handle this," and she just runs up and boots them out of the
my God.
battlefield. It's the best. Oh, Chie is my favorite.
Then there's Kanji. Kanji's cool. I love
Kanji's
Kanji.
great. Kanji's awesome. His dungeon is a little...
I loved his dungeon. I liked it a lot more than Yukiko's castle.
Oh, yeah. Well, no. Okay. Theming-wise, it's awesome.
I love I like the music.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
Right. So I want to talk about the dungeons here. If we're going to talk about dungeons.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the random generated stuff, but I'm kind of getting used to it.
So that's the thing. Like, the breaking apart in Persona 5 from the pre-built... palaces and mementos was like a big deal because some people were like, oh, I like the random dungeons. Some people were like, oh, I want them to be more structured. So this was them breaking it apart. But in the original, it was pretty much like your dungeons are all randomized, which for grinding, which I had to do in the original Persona 4, made it a lot more enjoyable because then you would just do more run-throughs of it.
Fair, yeah.
And every run-through would be different with new items and new stuff to find.
That's fair. Then there's the rare monster, the hand things. I kind of avoided those like high reward things in Persona 5 because they're really difficult.
Well, because in Persona 5 they're tied to your level. So even if you're in like an early floor mementos and you find one, it'll be like your level plus 5.
Oh, okay.
So like even if you're in like the level where they're like level 10 enemies, you'll hit one and you can get like level 70 dudes coming out, right? Where in this one it's tied to the dungeon. So a strong one in that dungeon is not as strong.
And I recently just realized that like the size of the enemies depends on the difficulty.
Oh, I thought it was just the number of enemies.
No, it's the difficulty.
Okay.
Anyways, back to characters. Dojima.
Yo,
He's
Dojima.
a dude.
Dojima's
a
a dude.
cool guy. Adachi is just a goof. I don't know. So I have my theories who the murderer is.
Okay.
I don't want to say it.
Good. That's the smart move.
But I still have no idea, which is cool.
Nanako.
Nanako's cool. I like her.
Nanako's a good little sister. She's a character that you're like you actually feel like you want to protect.
I like her like Junes.
Oh yeah, every day's great at your Junes.
That's awesome. Who else? There's the basketball guys.
Oh yeah,
the sports guys.
I don't like them too much. They're more. I will say, the confidants in Persona 5, most of them are like leagues better and more memorable than some of the social links in Persona 4.
Okay.
There's some that I'm like, you're a nothing character. Like you are just there to fulfill a storyline.
Pretty much. I like the layout. It's very convenient. Just a square, go to town, and then it's the 5 areas.
That's new for Golden.
Oh, how is it? You had to like go.
You had to walk out of the. Well, there was a student that you could talk to who'd be like, "Hey, look at the map," and then he would open up a map and you could leave, which was convenient, but it wasn't that convenient. Like you'd still have to, yeah.
But yeah, really enjoying it. I'm liking the atmosphere. I like the
small town.
The small. It's definitely way smaller scale than Persona 5.
Oh yeah.
Which adds more to the creepiness of it.
Oh yeah.
Like the midnight.
Well,
channel.
like one of the big plot points is, there's a Walmart here. That's what Junes says.
Yeah.
It's just a Walmart, and it's like such a big deal that there's a Walmart in the town, and it's taking away local business.
Oh, how could we forget Teddy?
Ah, Ted. I hope you're pre-bared for this unbearable bear of a battle.
That's a good impression, actually.
He's the best and the worst.
I think he's more erring on the worst side.
But no, he's so bad he wraps around to I love him.
That's fair.
Like he's actually, but here's the thing: he's trash, and the characters in the game know he's trash. Like they don't play it up of, oh Teddy, we love you. They're like, Ted, you are a freak. What's wrong with you?
Then so like Golden has the thing where like if you press the thing, it says like what people did.
Yeah, that got brought back to Persona 5 after, which is that's so useful for being like, I didn't know I could do this now.
A lot of it is just like spent time with Marie, and remember what Beat said. He hates Marie. I'm like, is he the only one?
So well,
it's just because like a new addition. Right?
It leads to important stuff too.
Oh, okay.
That's one that I would say it's probably a good idea to maybe do.
I don't like the like, do this, make this persona for me. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I'd rather go back to.
Well, hey, let me tell you, it's better in Golden because in the original, it was like if you wanted to do fusion, one you had to manually select the two from the list. Like you have to go choose one and choose the other, and then you would be randomly selected the skills.
Oh,
So then, if you needed one with a certain skill, you didn't get it. Circle, 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 circle. X, X, X. Oh, okay. So that's an addition that makes it better. So one thing I don't know if you know, Persona 4 Golden did get some changed up voice actors from the original. Obviously, so maybe it's my having played the original. I'd say they're all better except for one character. If you could tell me which character you think, or I think, has the worst voice acting in the game, who do you think it is? You've met them.
oh, there's one. There's
One
that
who
is
just
iffy.
sounds so off, and you're like, you don't sound good, and you play the original, and you're like, what happened?
Is it one of the Velvet Room members?
It's Margaret.
Yeah, okay. I
What happened? She sounds so weird. Now, thankfully, she gets better in the role as the games go on, but as this was the first time with this new voice actress, you're like, oh, what? That's not right.
yeah, Margaret's weird.
She's no Elizabeth, who's the Persona 3 one. Elizabeth from Persona 3 is still the best attendant.
Okay.
Like, the twins are fun. The twins are fun. I like them. They're better than Margaret. Margaret's probably the lowest for them.
Okay. The music's outstanding.
Oh, it's
Love
so
the
good.
music.
It's so good.
Like the Chillin' at Home song,
Yep.
the Going Around Town.
Yeah, heartbeat,
Yeah.
heartbreak. So good.
Love that. But yeah,
Okay, so you've met Rise.
met her.
Okay.
She's kind of like she's like a pop star, but she doesn't want that.
Yeah, okay.
So
A little
that's
bit
pretty
Hannah
much all I know.
Montana, right?
Yeah, pretty
okay.
much.
Okay. We'll see how your opinion on her evolves.
Moving forward, more Smash Ultimate.
Yeah.
Just download those stages.
Bet you some of the Persona 4 tracks now you're a little more
Yeah,
like
I'll face myself. Like,
Oh,
I love
it's
that.
so good. And the title theme, that's Nevermore, is at the beginning
I
of
thought
the
that
remix.
was the credits scene.
Both.
Oh, okay.
It's both. But it's also the title. It is in 4 vanilla. I don't know if it is in Golden.
Yeah. Well, I like the golden opening better with the harmonica.
Really?
I do. I listen to them both a lot. I'm like, I like
Really?
the second one. Beat was like, what?
That's
I don't know.
it's a good song, but I don't think it tops the mind you, the original is so iconic, has been in featured in so many things. It's like it to me is Persona 4, right?
Okay.
Like the lyrics popping up on the screen with like, you know, and the English kind of rapping stuff.
That's
like,
not even in golden, so
really.
yeah, I haven't come across it.
I think if you idle on the title screen, it loops to the second one.
Nope. Just goes to the first one, the harmonica one.
Really?
Yeah.
It is in the TV listings section.
I haven't really explored that yet. So.
You could. One thing that is cool there is they have trailers and openings for all the Persona games. Just
okay.
fun to check out because it's like there's a few little neat tidbits there. No spoilers there, until you unlock it in the game. So it's like there's sections later on that reveal stuff, but you don't get it until you get there. So you can go take a look and see some stuff there. It's a neat feature. It's like it's the extras menu. That's what
Okay,
it is.
pretty much. But yeah, do you want to talk about anything? Is there anything Smash related you want to talk about?
Okay, so that one leak, the Google one, super fake.
Super fake, yeah.
Darn, that was looking cool.
I'm still happy that we have no idea.
Aside from probably a Dragon Quest, Brave is still in the game data.
I guess, but it doesn't say.
It doesn't, but Brave isn't. I mean,
Well, why is Brave attached to Dragon Quest?
the main class of the hero in Dragon Quest is Yasha, which in Japanese translates to Brave.
Okay.
And because all the game data has to be done in English. You don't program in Japanese. So what they did is for their code name, just like how Joker was Jack, right? They just put it into Google Translate. You put Yasha into Google Translate, you get Brave. Even though the proper translation that's used in games is hero. But it also means it means really brave hero. So when it comes to the actual games here, they call it the hero class, but then it translates also to brave.
Okay.
So that's when they're programming the game. What's the code name for the characters? They're not going to just say the name of the character in the data. That's bad. Like Piranha Plant is called Plant.
Yeah.
You know, like they're given the code names for the DLC. So it's like, so they put it in as Yasha, brave.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. And then I recently started the Persona 5 anime again.
Yeah.
5 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I like taking in the story again without having to like dedicate
Yeah,
100
yeah,
hours,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and there's some stuff there that's cool. I watched about as much as we watched together for a bit, but I don't feel I never felt a pull to watch it, honestly. It's like I felt like I played so much of Persona 5 in my time playing it that I'm like, I'm kind of good, you know?
Good until next year.
Good until next
We'll
year.
talk
Yeah,
about
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
And that's about it for me.
Okay.
Besides, like, the movies, there's a bunch of spoiler stuff at the end we're going to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah. So we're going to talk about
Endgame, Detective Pikachu,
Jojo.
a little bit of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I have some thoughts about that. And then Jojo.
Jojo.
Yeah.
Sure. So I finished Kingdom Hearts 3. And boy, was I wrong thinking this is going to be the end of the series. Oh my goodness. I've never had a game bring up so much new stuff to be like, hey, guess what? There's going to be more at the end than this. Because it's like, there's so many...
Do you really think this was going to be the end?
Okay.
It's such a...
No. They confirmed it's not the end. They said it's the end of this saga, right? But what I thought is they might leave one small thing for you to go like, oh, that's where they could go from here. But no, they opened up about 4 plot threads. And not only that.
Oh, you want it to be like the end game of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, I wanted it to be something where it's like, if the series ended there, it'd be fine, but maybe one small hook to go on if they wanted. But if not, they could end there, right? Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, Devil May Cry 5. Devil May Cry could end there, and it would be awesome. It's an awesome ending. It's not. It's apparently one of Capcom's best-selling games. They're totally going to continue with it. But it's like, if it ended there, I would be happy. It works. It is a completed arc. You know, there's still stuff to go off of. But it's a completed arc. This is like, no. And especially the secret ending is one of the wildest rides ever. I'm not going to spoil it. But I'm going to say it ties in to unreleased video games.
What?
That's all I'm going to say. Nomura's wild. When I saw this stuff, I'm like, oh my god, what's he doing? There is going to be the DLC that's coming out, the Remind DLC for it, which is going to basically add a remixed campaign, which is interesting. So they're going to be adding in new events, new enemies, new bosses and stuff, as well as post-game content, because there's really not much in this one. Kingdom Hearts games usually have a couple like secret bonus bosses and stuff. This one doesn't really. It kind of ends there. So this one is going to be adding a bit more there, explaining about one character who just kind of shows up. But here's the thing. Here's the wild ride, okay? The game starts up, and it says Kingdom Hearts 2.9.
Does it actually?
It does.
Oh, you're talking about the logo.
No, I'm talking about in the game. I'm not... okay, the logo also shows like a 2.9 because the one side isn't shaded in. But, no, literally, it literally says on the screen 2...
At the beginning?
...decimal 9 at the beginning. Yes.
No, I've never heard anyone talk about that.
It's right at the beginning.
No one's mentioned that at all.
Mostly because this is not... Well, because the way it works is... The way I think some people think it's meant to work is 2.9 is the prologue, where Sora's in his Kingdom Hearts 2 form, and he's, like, doing some stuff. And then, after a certain point, he gets a new set of powers, and then the Kingdom Hearts 3 logo appears, right?
Oh, okay.
So then people think, oh, the 2.9 is just what they're calling the prologue, and then when he gets the new powers, yeah, now he's in for 3, right? That's what people thought they were going for. There is a 400-page document.
What?
Detailing how Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't happen. How this is just 2.9.
But it said 3.
But the 3 isn't real. And it's this absolutely wild document that...
This official document?
No.
Or is it just like
This
a
is fan theory stuff. And there's some stuff in there that I heavily disagree with. It is biased for a few character stuff, but I'll give you an Okay, so this isn't even spoilers. Kingdom Hearts 3 Dream Drop Distance takes place in a dream world, right? Mm-hmm. That's not spoilers. They literally are like, "Hey, we got to go into the dream world." Easy. The fact that the characters in the game use their dream world powers in the real world is one hint to people going, "No, this is some Inception stuff. They never woke up. This is still the dream world." To which it sounds like that's crazy, but there's a lot of things that tie in. So, for example, in the Winnie the Pooh world, randomly, they added a character who was not in any of the previous Kingdom Hearts games.
Okay.
Lumpy. The Heffalump. Now, the Heffalumps from Winnie the Pooh. Okay, you following? Okay, Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
The Heffalumps are characters that only exist in the world of dreams. So, this character is suddenly added to the game, to the world.
Okay.
There's also no Final Fantasy characters.
That was a complaint I heard.
So, it's
Was
weird.
there Final Fantasy characters in Dream Drop Distance?
No.
Was that the only one excluded?
Now, there's no Final Fantasy characters, but there was The World Ends With You characters. There's a few ties to The World Ends With You in 3. So...
You think Nomura would do that?
But Kingdom Hearts does some wild things. Yes. This is on brand for him. So some people think that the Remind DLC will be the true sort of campaign, because it's a reworked campaign. So they might think like, now you're doing the real thing. There's also just various inconsistencies with like, there's even stuff like people looked at the scenes and it's like, for example, they say every action done in every cutscene is made sure to be meticulous to make sure that it makes sense for the scene, right? If it's animated, it's there for a reason. Nomura's words. So there's various times when randomly, Riku would clench his fist in anger in the background of cutscenes when things are happening. And people are like, "Yo, that means he knows what's up and it's a dream." And so it's like, it's buck wild.
Would they reveal that?
Yes, probably. They would probably do like a thing just where they're like...
Is there like an instance that this happened before? That's been like so buck wild that it came true?
There's also... Okay, this one's a weird one. This one... Okay, so this is probably the one that makes the most sense. Because it's something unexplained in the game. It's early on. During the 2.9 section, Riku is just doing his business when he blacks out for a second. Now, mind you, at this point, Riku's using his Kingdom Hearts 2 design. Immediately he wakes up, and this is right before the Kingdom Hearts 3 drop, and he gets the Noctis hair.
Okay.
During the time he blacked out for a second, his hair changed. Like models and everything. Now, blacking out is actually what the drop mechanic from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance is, where you drop between Sora and Riku in the World of Dreams. Mm-hmm. Only one can be dreaming at a time. So you like literally will, drop into sleep and the other one does their adventure. You'll drop into sleep, the other one goes on their adventure.
Okay.
So some people think that was a drop, meaning it's in the World of Dreams. And not only that, his hair becomes the short hair from Dream Drop Distance randomly.
So, one more question.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Nomura's wild. Okay. The only other things I'm going to say is this game does the coolest tie-in to a mobile game ever.
I think you mentioned that last time.
Oh, yeah, because I think I got to there last time. It's the best. And I'm just so excited to see where it goes from here. Because I have no idea what's going to happen next. I mean, there's some ideas, but there's, like, many places it can go.
It's only just begun.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and it ends in a way that is...
Satisfying? Would you say satisfying?
Endgame-esque. but at the
Okay.
same time not. There's some surprises. But they don't feel as well wrapped up as Endgame.
Oh, okay.
But there's some stuff that you're like, okay. Awesome game though, outstanding, and just fun. That's the important thing. I finished Let's Go Pikachu. Finally. Sat down, beat it. Got Mewtwo. Got battled Green. It's a nice addition. Was very happy to see her in the game. Beat the Master Trainer for Pikachu. And I was like, okay, I gotta find a way to... And, like, I didn't know the level, right? So, like, my Pikachu was, like, level 55. And
no.
that Pikachu was level 79.
Oof.
I beat it.
Oh,
Do you want to know how?
How?
I used its strategy. And I didn't even know that was the strategy I was going to use.
It's...
Toxic. Substitute.
That's it?
Yeah, because Toxic does badly poisoned, which doubles the amount of damage
Oh,
the
so you
poison
just whittle
does.
around.
Yep,
Down the...
you just wait for yourself to win. And the reason that it worked was because since my Pikachu loves me, every time the other Pikachu tried to attack the substitute, it's like, Pikachu dodged with the shout of your voice. Wrecked it. I'm a Pikachu master now.
Nice. Yeah, I got one. I don't remember who it was.
That was just the one I got. I might go back and get some more, because I think after 6 you get to fight Red. But
I didn't know that.
Yep. But otherwise, boy, I can't wait for Sword and Shield, because I'm like, when the game came out, I was like, yeah, this is cool. But by the end of it, I'm like, okay, can I get my actual Pokemon game back? Because I'm like, I have frustrations with the lack of abilities and the move pool, and I'm like, I just want to. Oh, also, I took a Pokemon for a walk and got 90 Squirtle candies. So I buffed up my Blastoise to be an unstoppable killing machine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it has stats to rival legendaries.
Holy crap.
So, easy to break. I also started playing, because when I was in the hospital, I'm like, I want to play Pokemon, but I don't want to play one of the ones that I played all the time. What am I going to get? So I downloaded onto my 3DS Pokemon Crystal, which is one I played a lot as a kid, but then dumbly gave away to someone. As a kid, I was so stupid with someone being like, hey, can I have your game? And I'd be like, well, I'm done with it. You can have it. I was camping once, and this kid was like, yo, can I have your Pokemon Blue? And I'm like, yeah, you'll have fun with it. Never saw the kid again. So I have it now again, because now I bought it on the Virtual Console. Digitally, but hey, well, and the nice thing is now I can transfer it actually to the future games with this. Man, Crystal's good. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's classic. I love Johto, and going back to it is nice. It really is amazing how you can go back to like Crystal and not feel the jank too much, but like Yellow, yeah, no, you feel that. Like that's a big jump in quality. But no, just been playing that. It's fun. Okay, but I have to do my spring anime report, because there's some stuff to talk about. I'm going to save the first one for last on there, because that one's going to take the most amount of time to talk about. Okay. So the first one I've been watching is absolute trash, called Amazing Stranger. This is the one about what if Toy Story was anime figures.
Okay.
And it's literally, I bought a figure, and it starts walking around telling me it's my wife. The last episode had a point where it said, please plug headphones into either your smartphone or TV. And you put on headphones, and it does binaural ASMR of the characters whispering in... Because it's supposed to be the main character's asleep in bed, and two of the figures who have crushes on him climbing and start whispering into his ear about how much they love him. And so you do it, and you actually get to, like, do it yourself and plug it in, and, boy, that is degenerate garbage.
Oh, no.
The only way I can describe this anime is it feels PS2 era. It has a charm to it of, this would only exist in the era of the PS2. It doesn't help that all the figures are 3D models that look like PS2 era models, and I mean that in a good way this time.
Okay.
I don't, like, if I'm using this to describe Hollywood, that's bad. If I'm using it to describe anime, PS2 era anime is good. It's hot trash. Absolute garbage.
What is
The worst.
It's just these toy antics?
It's literally like, I got a toy and the toy starts walking around, and then the toy wants to be my wife. And then it's just him like, and he's like a developer who works from home. So he's like, gotta go to work, walks over to his computer, and then the figure's just like on the couch, like eating popcorn, watching
Do
TV.
they know that, those figures? Does he know
Yeah!
that?
He learns it in the first episode.
And
And
he's fine with that?
and he's like, first thing he thinks is he's crazy. And then he's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then his like sister invades the home, and his sister's like, yo, this is weird, but you're finally talking to a girl, so I'll accept
God.
this. And then he has his rival, who also has a figure. And then, but that guy is a guy who goes online and complains about anime he doesn't watch, so he's the villain. It's garbage, but it's fun. The other one, which is less garbage and more serious, is Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer. It's just a shonen about killing some demons. It's like, oh man, demons killed my whole family except for my sister, who's turning into a demon, but she's not like killing me. She's like kind of retaining her sanity. I gotta find a way to cure my sister, so I'm gonna go join the demon slaying corps. And it is shonen. So, like, that means, like, you know, like Naruto and One Piece, and it's from Shonen Jump. But it is surprisingly graphic. There is some brutal decapitate. There's, like, one point where a character goes up to one of the demons and just boots its head off. And, like, you see, like the ligaments breaking and, like, the neck. And you're like, yo, this is for kids, like, 11 to 15. Amazing art, because it's done by the Fate studio there, UFO Table, and it's just like, it's thick outlines, and the main character is like, his you know, kind of cool anime thing is his sword is like water based, so when he slashes with it, there's like this water effect on it, and it's like drawn with like super thick like watercolor art, and you see it and you're like, oh, that's dope looking. It's good. But the one I need to talk about, and the one that is not left my noggin, and I think about all the time, is Sarazanmai. Now, I've been in the anime business
Much longer than me.
for 2 decades. Really.
Okay.
Started with Sailor Moon, right? 2 decades. This is the buck wildest thing I've seen.
What's it about?
Okay. I'm going to describe the first episode to you, and I will not be able to... Okay, first off, this show's played completely seriously. It treats itself like it's high-class art. Okay. So, show starts off with a kid, high school age, walking around with an Amazon box. But instead of Amazon, it's Cap Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So it's like... But it literally is the logo and everything. It's
Yeah.
like... He's like, I don't have my memory. All I know is that I have to walk around all day with this box. I can't let go of this box. This box is, there's something about this that's my life, right? And he's going about his day, and then it cuts to the local news idol, the one who does like the news and stuff. She's on there and she's like, Kate, today's lucky thing is a car. So take a selfie with a car. It's today's lucky item. You'll get good luck if you take a selfie with it and send it into our show.
Okay.
You know, so it's like a radio host thing, right?
Yeah.
So then it cuts to the idol girl, who was on the news, is now in a parking garage taking selfies, right? Meanwhile, another kid, same age, obviously looks like one of the main characters, walks out of his home grow-op of marijuana
What?
and proceeds to torture a man in a bathtub for leaking information about his drug route.
Whoa, this took a dark turn.
Yeah! And he has a knife to his throat and is like, I've killed a man before, I'll kill another. And, like, I've never seen marijuana in anime. Like, there's just marijuana there. And you're like, oh, that's what it looks like in anime. So this guy, he walks out of the parking lot and sees the idol who's taking the selfie for the car in the parking lot, right? Well, he chases after her because she's like, oh, now she knows where my drug route is, right? And then they go to a statue. They go into a corner, an alley, and the whole show takes place in this place called Asakusa. It's a real neighborhood in Tokyo, so it's like actually one that you can go visit all the landmarks of. They go to a real landmark which is a Kappa statue. You know what a Kappa is, right?
Yeah.
Like the mythological Kappa.
Nope.
Okay, you know the Twitch Kappa, right?
Yeah.
That's not that at all. The mythological Kappa is basically none of that is Kappa. Japanese Kappa. It is a kind of it's a river monster. It's like a turtle. It's Kappin.
Okay.
Kappin. He's based on it, right? They have a dish of water on their head, and they like to steal children, right? But they're good and bad in mythology, right?
Yeah.
There's a golden statue of a Kappa there. They break it. Uh-oh. That's not good.
No.
Suddenly, this Kappa spirit comes out and says, like, you broke my statue. Now, you're Kappa.
What's going on in this show?
So, this creature runs up to them and eats them. And then they turn into Kappa.
What happened to the boy with the box?
Oh, no, it ain't, because, wait, okay. No, the boy with the box is also there in the alley when it happens.
Oh, okay.
The girl disappears. They're eaten. They turn into Kappa. And they look kind of like Pokemon at this point. Like, they're
They
small.
get eaten?
They get eaten by the dude, and then he poops them out as Kappa, pretty much.
Okay.
Like, they transform, right? And then he's like, okay, here's your job. There's a demon. You gotta go kill the demon. And they're in, like, this now, like, kind of like a Persona type, like, limbo world of where, like, not really, like, the people are there, but they're not. Like, it's like, well, you know, it's like the shadow world or whatever. And so they're like, okay, there's a demon who's preying on people's desires. I need you to... Okay, how am I gonna put this? In mythology for the Kappa, there is an organ inside of you called the Shirokudama. And the Shirokudama is it's the organ that is the embodiment of your desires, your things that you want, right? And they say we need to... So this demon, it's someone whose Shirokudama is out of control. We need to get rid of it because his desires is affecting the world. Do you want to know where the Shirokudama is located? My good pal, it is the anus.
Oh, God.
So, I'm very happy when I Google this, we get a picture here.
Oh, my God.
Of a Kappa absorbing someone's Shirokudama. So they literally say, okay, here's your job. You need to fight this demon, not by fighting them, but by going up its anus and removing its Shirokudama. And by George, they do it. At one point, another one gets added in, and so they. Oh, by the way, when they encounter the demon, they start singing.
Why?
They have a musical number about going into his butt, and then they like kind of link up and spin and like drill into the butt of this giant demon. Now,
what does this anime
just
look like?
wait.
Look it up.
Okay.
Show me like a promo picture or something.
It looks like Digimon. Like it doesn't look like what you think. Okay, let's just open that up. It is okay. I'm not done yet, by the way. Also, it's trying to open up some stuff. I'm trying to just open it in a new tab, and it's trying to download a picture. Okay, good enough. Okay, so this is the main character with the box. This is the dude who's the evil one, and then this is one of his friend who just gets brought along eventually.
Okay.
I'm not done yet, by the way. So they get the Shirokudama, and then they're like, okay, we need to get rid of it. But to get rid of it, we have to pass it through your Shirokudamas. And during this process, information about your desires will leak out into each other. So during this process, the main character's own desires get shared amongst the group.
Okay.
So, to start the first episode off, we see the desire of the main character. We learn about why he has the box.
Why does he have the box?
So it cuts to a memory that he's suppressing and keeping secret of him opening up the box, and inside is a full replica of the idol girl's outfit and a wig.
Okay.
And then you see him
Oh, no.
sneak into the women's washroom and putting it on. So at the beginning, when you thought it was the idol girl out taking the selfies,
Oh, that was actually him?
it was him. And that's his dark secret, is that
Huh.
he dresses up as a girl. And at this point, I'm like, and mind you, I just put this on, and my sister and I are watching this, and we're like, what?
That was the end of the episode?
And then the episode kind of ends there, and you just see him like, and both of them know now. Both of them, like, they know this.
Okay.
And they're like,
But they're Kappas.
no, and then they turn back into humans after this.
Oh, okay.
After they complete the mission, they get back their human bodies. And then they're like, oh, so you dress up as a girl every day and do the selfie thing. There's a reason why it's revealed.
Okay.
But it's like, you're just watching, you're like, oh. And I'm going to say about every single episode has left me speechless in one way. And it's weird because it's incredibly formulaic. Every episode has them do the same song, the same transformation sequence, and like the structure is very the same every episode. Monster appears, they transform, they fight it, the animation is almost the exact same, the song is the same, but the difference comes is when the information leaks out of them and it reveals something about the characters that they've been keeping a secret.
Huh.
And when I say there's dark secrets, so the main character looks like a bland, boring protagonist who has nothing going for him. You learn that is not the case. And so this show is buck wild. And it is the only show that has left, and I think I got, it was either Blubber or Dwayne. I think it was Dwayne. I'm like, can someone watch this and help me figure out what it means? And he watched it, and he just said, I can't help you, bud. I can't help you. And I, like, read articles about what it, like, there's a meaning to it. It's a show that you watch, you're like, there's something deeper here.
And is there?
And I'm reading articles, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting it, but at the same time, it's weird. It's probably the best anime of the season.
Really?
Yeah. 'Cause I'm gonna say, the fact that I sit there and think about it, and just be, like, the last episode ended on a cringe moment. And I don't mean as in, like, a cringe moment of me thinking it's cringy. I mean a moment that made me go, oh god, oh shit, oh damn. How are they going to get over this thing? This is the worst. I am dying. And it's not even about monster fighting. It's like a situation with the people in it. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. And like, I was writhing of going like, this is the worst it's been. But it's so enthralling for that. It's buck wild. I cannot recommend this to anyone who isn't ready to be like, just experience it. Because if you're not like a tier 19 anime fan, this is going to be the most unwatchable thing ever. Like, it expects you to be like it will do something nuts and just continue.
Like it was nothing.
Like, well, not that it was nothing. Characters will react, but it's not like they linger on it. Like, the whole thing about him cross-dressing, they're like, okay, sure, whatever, and then boom, keep going. And you're like, okay, that's a big thing to drop. It does that for all the characters. There's murder, there's like, it goes adult places, and you're just like, I can't handle this. And it deals with butts. Many, many butts.
All right.
It's something else.
That's where you're gonna end off on?
Yeah. So I will say, this might mean something to our listeners, but not to you. It is done by the person who worked on Revolutionary Girl Utena, who is, it's an old anime. Most notably known as probably the most popular queer fiction for anime, pretty much.
Okay.
It is the most lesbian a show can possibly be, and it has its huge fans because of that, right? And not even like in a hinting way like some anime does. Like that one's explicit, right? I think that this is going for something similar. And it's incredibly interesting because, like, well, number one, for instance, you know how Japan views drugs. So to have a child character smuggling them is a little much, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. That one is one that I will need to get back to you all on with how it ends, because I have no idea. It's gonna be nuts. And then Jojo, but we'll talk about that.
I'll be right back.
What? Where are you going?
You blow my nose, dude.
He needs to blow his nose. Yeah. Well, I guess I can transition then in this time to saying we are going to be talking soon about the news. But in the meantime, you can follow my stuff on at TannerLPeer on Twitter, as well as Tanner of the North on YouTube. I now have a Patreon. I forgot to mention. I have a Patreon. So if people want shout-outs in the descriptions of videos or at the end slate of videos...
Which tier is the feet?
There is no foot tier yet, but I'm open to suggestions for others. Right now, I got about 6 people, which is more than I expected, so I'm down with that. I do actually have, which is kind of cool, a slot for if you want me to look at whatever game. Top tier is $50 a month, and I will use that money to buy a game. And it's whatever game you want me to look at, and I will take a look at it on the channel.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool there.
Cool.
But where can they find you?
At Age1000 on Twitter.
There we go.
That's it.
Sounds good. All right. We have news.
Lots of Western news.
Yes. I added a bit of Japanese news, but not too much. Although some of it crosses over. Some of it's like I see about 3 things on there that are actually news from Japan, but that's fine.
So, biggest thing that happened?
Yes.
Probably the state of play that happened.
Boy, that
week.
one was much better than the last one.
Yes.
Well, I say that, but there's only 2 things there that I actually care about.
So let's get right into it.
Yes.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yes.
Moose Monster.
Yo, yeah, the Moose Monster
awesome.
looks awesome. They did a stream afterwards of showing off some more stuff about it, and you can find the moose chilling in hot springs.
Really?
And he's passive until you fight him.
That's cool.
He's a bro till you fight him.
Huh.
They also had the shark, land shark, which is it's just a Lavasioth reskin, not a Zamtrios like people wanted.
In that trailer, they focused on one of those monsters for like
Nargacuga?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nargacuga is the cover monster of the most popular one, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. He is a super popular monster.
Is he being added
Yes.
in that? Okay.
Yep. As well as Tigrex. You know Tigrex?
No.
He's another super popular one.
Okay.
So they actually have very similar body structures. Yeah, no, those are great picks.
It's been wanting me to get back into Monster Hunter World, but I'm just like finding a place where to...
The cool thing is that they said that the Iceborne expansion is about as big as the base game of Monster Hunter World.
That's insane.
So, like, they said, yeah, probably about 20 new monsters. Probably about a couple new areas. Oh, and then the new cover monster, the dragon there.
Yeah.
I forget its name, but yeah, it's a cool one. New mechanics. You can now use your slinger with your weapon.
Okay.
So meaning you can sling and then do a jumping slash onto monsters and like grapple them whenever.
Bunch of new armor, probably.
New armor, new moves.
I just saw that there's like, if you pre-order it, you get like a exclusive set or something.
Yeah, so there's 2 exclusive sets, and those are the layered armors, so they're not like armor that you wear for stats, they're armor that you wear for looks.
Oh, okay.
So there's the one which is the knight armor, which is with the deluxe edition, and that one looks like a Dark Souls armor, which is kind of cool. People really want that. But if you pre-order, you get the Yumetourou armor, which is the armor from Freedom Unite that people like, and it looks like a kind of like a cool like samurai with like the wide brim hat, and it's cool looking. No, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
More story, which hey,
I didn't finish the story yet.
you should. It's good. There's some hype moments at the end, especially the final boss. The final boss is awesome.
Gotta get there. I need to find a
Hey
slot.
man, if you need a hunter to help you, this hunter's high rank now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah.
Okay, now River Bond.
I don't even remember this one.
It's the Minecraft asymmetric
I remember not caring about this one so much I forgot the title.
bunch of guest character skins.
Cool.
Guan, the
Okay, but honestly,
the guy.
at this point, if Juan and Shovel Knight aren't in your indie game, you're not an indie game. You're like sub
pretty
indie.
much. Anything else?
I remember looking at this and saying, if this is where we're at for this conference, like they blew their load out early. This is gonna suck.
Predator Hunting Grounds. Basically a Friday the 13th, I think, game.
I need to see gameplay.
Yeah.
As soon as it said cutscene, not gameplay, I'm like, okay, I'm tuning out because this could look amazing or it could look bad. Who knows? It's a cutscene.
Potential to be really good.
Potentially could be cool.
And it's made by Worldwide Studios. So
Who's that?
It's Sony Worldwide Studios.
Oh, Sony Worldwide.
So
Okay.
it's going to be exclusive.
Okay.
And
We'll see. We'll see.
maybe it'll be even better than Friday the 13th.
Maybe.
All right, now Medieval remake. What do you think? What do you feel?
I feel like they're not doing enough remaking.
Really?
I feel like Medieval has problems. Medieval is not an outstanding game. It's not bad, but it's flawed. From that trailer, I'm like, oh boy.
Do you recognize it all?
Oh, it is as one-to-one as Crash is.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's probably more one-to-one because Crash at least had the changes to the physics and stuff. Now this looks one-to-one, which makes me go, oof.
Maybe it'll feel different. Maybe it'll feel better. What was the main issue you had with it?
Combat sucked.
Maybe combat will be better.
It's like the way that the game works is it feels like a game where you run around slapping people. Your weapon does not feel like a sword. It feels like something that you run up and slap and then run away and
It's
you're
like a
like
stick.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like good combat.
Oh, okay.
And looking at it, I'm like, yeah, they have the same lock-on function and stuff, and it's like, oh.
Come on, October 25th.
The levels, there's problems in some of them being very cryptic and not very good. This will be great for people who loved it as a kid. I don't think this will get new fans. I don't. The weird thing is there was a leak on the PlayStation Store of a digital deluxe version, which means there's going to be Medieval DLC, which I'm like,
Well, it was for Crash.
what? For what? For what?
Something.
The level came later. The bonus level came later. Now it's free.
Probably maybe costumes.
There was no costumes in Crash.
I mean, there might be costumes in Medieval.
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird.
Fleshy Serdan.
Please no. We've never seen that. I don't want to see that.
Anything else in Medieval?
Nope.
All right. Now, Away, the survival series. I'm intrigued by this.
It looks... So, I feel like I need to see how the game is structured.
I don't like the subtitle of the survival series.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It feels episodic.
I need to see a start menu.
A start menu?
I need to see if it's gonna be you press start and there's like continue game or quit.
or just a
if you
transition.
if you press start and you see a huge open world map with like a billion things on it, right? Like I need to see.
People said this was like a animal battle royale, but I think it's like a journey.
Yeah, it looks like a linear-ish journey game, kind of. Yeah. I don't know about it. I'll need to see more.
Now the biggest announcement.
Oh, yeah.
Of this, the days of play PS4.
Why would you spend money on a PS4 when literally the PS5 is coming out? Like, I don't get it. At this point,
They even confirmed it.
yeah, like why? It's so weird. It's not even a Pro, is it?
No, it's just a slim.
Right?
But
It's so weird.
It has the symbols on it.
It's the most waste of time
Did you
it's
see
ever been.
the way they like revealed it? It's
Yeah.
like, going to be like, something super cool, like a super
No,
cool color.
it was
It's like metallic gray.
yeah, like it's nothing. Okay, let's actually talk about the best thing from that.
Fun. I liked at the beginning what I like
Yeah.
the state of plays that like turn on the PS4.
Okay, but then it
But
turned
then
on and
the-
then it played the menu sound from Final Fantasy VII, and I remember like, and I was like, I yelled at my sister, they did the Final Fantasy sound, and she runs in, and then it was Monster Hunter, and she ran out there and said, okay, no, here it comes at the end.
So I'll let you take the reins.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII remake footage. Oh boy, it's like a minute and a half, but I've watched it so many times. Interesting things to note about it. Cloud is beefier.
I noticed that.
They made him look healthier. The voice cast is all new. The Final Fantasy VII characters have had voices for various other things in the past, but this is an all new cast. Some people aren't happy, but I think all the voices are perfect, honestly. Aerith is there, and she looks good. Barrett is the best. I didn't like his original design when they first showed him off here, but now that he's yelling and like screaming and sounding awesome, and I'm like, this dude is awesome, and he has chest hair. It's great. The Biggs and Wedge and Jesse team are awesome. I'm very happy they're there. It's interesting to see a few things. One being the boss you fight as soon as you finish, like I'm talking as soon as you finish the cross-dressing mission. Meaning, that's in. Like, people are like, it still might not be. And I'm like, they've said in interviews it will.
That's Sephiroth?
No, that's the big monster with the tongue that you see, like, the app monster.
I forget what it would look like.
Yeah, he was there. He is, and one cool thing is the monster designs are on point. People were like, oh man, they're gonna take out the weird monsters, and like, no, in the trailer you see Sahagin, you see like the crawler dudes, you see like again App there, and it's like you're like, yo, they're bringing in the weird ones. Now, the interesting thing though is Sephiroth's appearance. Sephiroth doesn't appear in any of the time frame that this trailer takes place in. So they could work him in. So, and because they've said that this is going to be episodic, which I know some people are like, oh, that sucks, but I'm like, Final Fantasy VII, if they're going to remake it, that game will either take 20 years to make, or they make it episodic.
Didn't they say like the length, the playtime are going to be like?
They said that every episode is about the length of Final Fantasy 13.
That's insane.
Which is 40 to 60 hours. Which honestly, I can see.
How are they going to do that though?
Okay, so
how do they stretch?
Okay,
like
no. I'll tell you exactly why. Final Fantasy VII is broken up into screens.
Okay.
Every screen is literally a still image you walk on, right? It is a painted image. The game's not like the models are 3D for characters, but the world is a 2D image that you're walking on.
Okay.
Each screen has so much detail crammed into it that, like, let's take Wall Street. It's a very famous area in the game, right? Very popular. It's about if looking at my TV here, I'm gonna say about 3 lengths of my TV tall. Like looking at like the width of it, because you can walk up and down it, right?
Yeah.
That area alone, in 3D, is huge. But in Final Fantasy VII, it's one 2D screen. And you can walk into all these stores and talk to all these people. They already confirmed that one of the big things is that like the main town of Final Fantasy VII, Midgar, you have about 20 to 30 screens worth of walking around in it. You don't, like, there's, like, you know, all the, like, the sections of it. You visit, like, 3 of them.
Okay.
They confirmed you're going to be there and seeing a lot more of it in this one.
Huh.
So what they're doing is they are going to be basically taking the major story sections and adding to them. So, honestly, they could do the whole prologue of Final Fantasy VII, which is about 5 hours-ish from, like, the whole Midgar section at the beginning. They could do that and expand it out to 60 hours easy.
Wow.
They could. Absolutely. Because just how Final Fantasy VII's world is built to how it would take to make it into 3D, right? And there's tons of side content that they can expand on, you know? So the question is, where do they end, right? The question is, how far do they get? And I could see them going to... Because Final Fantasy VII is on 3 discs.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them doing disc 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
The only thing is disc 3 is pretty much just the final boss. So it might be a bit changed, but they could do that. And I don't know, like but I think that would be the best. Because it's not the same game, it's a reimagining of it, right? They're putting in stuff, like in the trailer, there's a small hint to... Now, you haven't played Final Fantasy VII, but what I'll say is, normally when you first play Final Fantasy VII, Aerith comes up and talks to Cloud, and it's like, "Hi, do you want to buy a flower?" That's it. But in the remake trailer, you see Aerith come up to Cloud, and she's staring at not him, but the sword.
Oh, yeah, those memes I've seen.
But I know there's the memes, but it's actually a very important detail, especially when you learn about stuff that came from Crisis Core, the prequel. Like, that's a huge detail that makes tons of sense now. So they're definitely expanding it, and it's one that, oh my god, man, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna play it.
Oh yeah, you are.
I am.
You are. But no, it's looking like you can switch between characters freely from the start, which is awesome. Combat looking to be Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Because they showed off the menu, and it's basically attacks and stuff on the buttons, and then you hold R1, and then you have shortcuts to your supers as well as items. That's Kingdom Hearts. That's dope. And yeah, that's gonna be also. So the first one's confirmed for PS4. People are saying, well, when the next one's gonna be PS5, you won't be able to transfer your save data. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Backwards compatibility.
The console is already backwards compatible. Your cloud save from the PS4 will just go to your PS5.
Yeah.
Like, it's... I don't see the deal.
The Pikmin will carry it over.
Oh, God. I don't think they'll do that process. I think it's just going to be you log in and re-download the games.
Yeah, pretty much. But there's a new info coming next month.
Yes.
Which pretty much means Square Enix's show is going to be worth watching.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah.
So... And the Square Enix's slot in E3 is at like a 6 p.m. time.
Nice.
And that's like a prime time.
Well,
so.
I mean, we're probably going to see Avengers there, too.
Yeah.
So, that's a big one. Yeah, no, that's going to be awesome.
So, overall state of play, what'd you think?
Mind you, there's only 2 games I'm excited for, but those 2 games are so good, I'm going to give it about a 7 out of 10.
That's good. I feel about the same way.
All right. Speaking of awesome RPGs, Persona 5 Royale and Persona 5 Scramble.
Royal looks so good.
Royal
my
looks
God.
outstanding.
Like
It looks... So, interestingly, Royal is not looking to be just an addition, an upgrade.
It's like a
looking to be a remix. No, a remix on it, right?
Okay.
It's looking to be like the Pokemon Platinum, where it's
Okay.
like, yeah, you follow some of the same stuff, but all those gyms are different. You know, new characters are added into the story. You know, certain stretches of area are done differently because certain things are different, right?
Yeah, there's like a big difference in the dungeons now.
Dungeons are different. There's some story stuff that you're looking in the trailer and you're like, oh, that makes me think it's going to go very differently.
Because, what's his name? The kid in Kamoshida's storyline.
Yeah.
With the bandage. He's in the palace.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
You know what I did see, though? Futaba's mom.
I just saw that, too.
Like, oh my god.
Speaking of Futaba, she has an all-out attack now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Not all out attack, but just a super move.
Yeah.
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 Because
Super.
they're adding super moves.
And now-
Looking like the team up attacks, similar to what's in Golden there.
Yeah. New area, big area.
New areas, new places to hang out.
Aquarium, do some billiards.
Human Morgana?
That's a big one.
That's a...
Did you see?
Lady
the new
Morgana,
info-
I'm human now.
The new info that came out last week.
Yes.
Morgana's like sleeping with the Joker
Yep.
in the bed.
Just chilling with him.
So I wonder how that's going to go.
That's going to be... I hope they treat it like as soon as he's human, everyone is like, this isn't cute anymore, bud. This is weird. Please stop.
Han's like, get away from me.
On is like, I'm actually uncomfortable.
I was just joking before.
Yeah, like I was playing along because you were an adorable cat mascot, but please stop.
But man, it looks like this game's just going to like this was like a 120-hour game.
So
now it's going to be like...
The interesting thing is, so Persona 4 Golden adds a month. Persona
they said-
5 Royale adds a trimester. That's 3 months.
That's insane.
That's a lot.
They mentioned that the stuff that out was in Golden,
Yeah,
it's going to be bigger than...
yeah. They said
what's
it's a
added in.
bigger edition there. So
It's going
like,
to be like a 170-hour game.
yeah, huge. I'm stoked.
I can't wait, man.
It's gonna be great.
But there's good old Atlas not localizing their games
That's
while developing them.
that's just how it is. I'm used to it. It's 2 years for a dancing game.
It's going to be like a year away.
It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Thankfully, avoiding spoilers is going to be easier because they're
Yeah.
not as big spoilers. I mean, there's going to be small ones, but not big
So the
ones.
grappling hook,
Yeah,
that's in...
that's in Smash.
So
that
that
was
was-
Sakurai probably came up to them and asked, "Okay, what can we do for the up Smash and the up special?" And he's like, "Hey, I got a little something, something. You know, it's a little something, something."
Do you think they'll add? There's the new character, the new Phantom Thief.
I think in an update they can add her to the background.
That'd be cool.
Because there is Jane and the ponytail in the game data,
Yeah,
so they obviously
there's-
started to work on her, and
What?
then
What's her name?
I don't know.
Camu.
I actually don't know. I actually have no idea.
It starts with a K.
It does start with a
Kazumi. Kazumi.
Kasumi.
Kazumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. There's all that like controversy with her like outfit.
Cover up her legs, and everyone's like, "That's actually just what dancers wear."
Yeah.
And you're the freak. And then it's revealed the one who's like doing the whole thing was like, "Look, I messaged minors nudes a couple times. Okay, this is the guy that was leading the charge, right?" And you're like,
no.
"Oh, bud."
Then the doctor, the psychologist who comes in after Kamishita.
He
You think has like a little backstory?
has an air of being a demon.
Really?
I feel it. I feel like this dude.
Always there to like support students after.
I feel like he's secretly gonna be like, "So you wanna like break away from society, huh? You wanna do some? You wanna do? I get it. Crimes. It's fine. It's cool. You can talk to me. I'm wearing sandals. Come on, I'm the cool teacher."
He's like a spy for Goro or something.
No, I think he's Satan.
Well, no. I don't want to spoil it. But...
No. Okay, in Persona, there's multiple avatars of
Oh.
Satan. There's like,
Okay.
yeah, no,
It's just
Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, Baal. They're all
just another
separate ones.
Satan.
I think it's just one avatar of Satan because he looks like he could be that.
I like the new portraits when you talk.
Yeah,
to people.
yeah, they're good.
It looks super cool.
Yeah,
There's a few new details. What were the new details revealed last week about it? There's like school life and like it's like one interesting thing.
I don't remember there being anything too crazy. Let me pull it up because I got it over here in Silicon Era. Persona 5 Royal, not Royale, but Royal.
Also, the new song.
There's
for the
20.
trailer.
They said
The
20 new songs.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Right here. Dum. Kasumi transfers to Shujin in the spring. She appears to yearn for the protagonist, but appears to reject the Phantom Thieves. Kasumi will be... Oh, okay, so they also confirmed there'll be more new confidants besides Kasumi and
I think
the
that was the
counselor.
big thing I was thinking
That's a big thing. More of them there. Yeah, that was the big thing there.
Okay.
Right here. Unexpectedly voluminous and adds quality of life stuff.
Oh yeah, there's that thing when you're just like out and about, the menu that shows up and you can quick travel, and people had issues with it since it makes the game too easy.
What? No. That makes the game better. Let's see here. Yeah, they said there'll be more. You don't import your save data, but there's a bonus for having it. Probably just costumes to start off with, I'm guessing. 20 new music tracks. There's a mysterious new handsome male character, the one that is assumed to be human Morgana, who has a scene in bed with the protagonist. All right. There's some stuff from Persona 5 that I think will be changed, involving temporary party members becoming permanent, I believe.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I want Haru to get a better story.
Okay, honestly, here's the thing. Haru, she's a character who appears and then, like, the endgame plot starts.
Yeah.
She doesn't have time to just chill with the crew. If they put in a dungeon right after Haru, but before the endgame plot, you're perfect. You've saved her, because now she has an ability to just be with the gang in a place where it's not end of the world, right?
So I'm looking forward to seeing them improve.
Yes.
Over an already incredible game.
And now for something completely different.
Persona 5 Scramble. The Phantom Strikers.
Yo.
I'm so hyped for this.
The phrase Persona Muso, some people hate it. Some people are like, this doesn't make sense for the series, and you fight like 5 at once at most, and you're like, shut up. It's so cool.
You fight like 5 Zelda enemies at a time.
No, but I don't care. It's Persona 5 Scramble. Looks awesome.
Can't wait. I'm gonna know PS4 because like...
It depends on... I need to see footage to see if it's comparable. If it's... Because, I mean, the stuff that they did with, the Fate Muso, that's not by the same company, but it's similar, is outstanding portably. And if it runs, and then you plug it in and it runs like a PS4 on when it's plugged in. So like if it's optimized like that, I'll probably get it on Switch.
Okay, that's fair.
If not, I'll probably get the better version on
It feels weird to have like a Persona Muso but not have the actual game on the same system. You know,
I'm gonna say this is normal for Nintendo and RPGs, like Final Fantasy. Spin-offs on Nintendo, mainline on PlayStation. Dragon Quest. I mean, aside from the last one, because now we're getting on Switch, but like, spin-offs on Nintendo, mainline on PlayStation. Persona. Spin-offs on Nintendo, mainline on PlayStation.
Huh.
That's just what it is. Because, honestly, and this is what was revealed, 99% of Switch owners have a PS4.
Wow, 99.
Okay, no, I exaggerated.
Okay.
That number. But it's not a competing console. It is a cooperating console.
Yeah, it sure is.
So it's one that they basically said, like, there's no fighting between them. Like, there's fighting between Xbox One and PS4 because there's similar games, similar archetype, right?
Yeah.
But they're saying, like, everyone who has a Switch, almost all of them have some other console to play other stuff on. So it's like, it works together, right? It just depends on how you want to play it.
So we barely saw anything about Scramble.
Well, the one thing that was interesting was there's a sense of verticality.
Yes.
Which is new for Musos. There's never really been that much of it. And yeah, we just saw Joker doing some combos, and you're like...
Arsene comes out of it?
Yep, that's a Muso. And then an original villain, because you gotta have one in one of those. I'm expecting it to pretty much be the Phantom Thieves... a couple of the villains from 5. I'm gonna say Shadow Kamoshida, playable.
Wait, the big...
Not the big one. The one in his underwear and the robe. But then his persona will be summoning the big form, right?
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
In terms of maps, there's going to be Tokyo, obviously.
Tokyo's the only one we know about, and then...
You think they'd add, like, that... Because there's, like, what? How many palaces?
Like 7.
It's a lot of maps.
No?
I guess.
No, Zelda has, like, 12. And
That's
then
fair.
they added, like, 4 more for the Legends.
You think it'll be, like, in... Those maps would be structured like Hyrule Warriors? Or it'd be, like... Because there's some Muso games that have different map mechanics
The
and layout.
only ones that do are ones not by Omega
Oh.
System and Tecmo Koei, or the open world one, which is awful. And they've already apologized and said they're not doing that again.
That's good.
So yeah,
So we don't know much.
don't know
about
much
it.
about it. We'll see more as it goes on.
All right. Back to me. May 2019 PS
Yep.
Plus games came out. Overcooked and What Remains of Edith Finch.
Can I be honest?
What's up?
This might be the worst. Like, I know Overcooked, you guys have fun with it,
Awesome.
but I think this might be the worst PS Plus we've ever had.
No, not ever.
I kind of feel like it.
No, it's probably another month that's been worse.
It's the fact that there's 2 games, though. Like, I'd rather have 5 things I don't like than 2 things I don't like.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Like, if it's gonna be games that I don't like, I'd rather at least have more to build up my collection.
Okay, but you're not gonna play them, so what's
No,
why
but they're
you-
added to my collection.
Why?
Because then I number go up.
That's the reason. Go up.
Number go up.
Okay. Well, those are available now, since this was
Yep.
announced a week ago.
If you have friends, don't make them play Overcooked. You will lose friendships. That game is the most stressful.
I've yelled at my friends.
It is so infuriating.
Like, you just get unconditionally mad.
It's rough. Okay.
Okay.
Nintendo E3 Direct is on the 11th.
Yes.
I might take a personal day that day.
I-
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll save the. I think we'll save the E3 predictions for next time.
Yeah.
But
That's hey.
they're doing the Splatoon and Smash
Splatoon,
things.
Smash, then the Direct, and then Treehouse Live.
So par for the course.
Par for the course.
But I think this one's
Treehouse
gonna-
Live usually gets some big drops too. Usually, so
Yeah.
they'll drop stuff in there.
Without going into much detail, do you think this is going to be like compared to 2017
God,
and
no.
2018?
No, I think this is a bit of a more quieter year. I think the big announcements are going to be it'll be a big focus on Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Like that's going to be where it's got to be at this point.
and Smash.
And and Smash DLC, but I don't think they'll be showing. They won't. I don't know if they'll be
do like a
showing it
separate
off
direct
for.
Smash?
No,
Like they did with 2015?
no.
No.
We'll see though. We'll see.
we'll see.
Not much to do, but guess at this point.
Okay. There's a little side story. This PUBG violence alternative.
It's
in China.
wild.
So instead of them dying,
They put up a peace sign and disappear and
they
leave
drop
a
a loot box.
Yep.
And then disappear.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
It's sure.
I mean, yeah, that's all. I just wanted to point that out.
Yep.
It's fun.
Mario Maker 2 is release date June 28th.
Get it?
Are you kidding me? Of course I am. I love Mario Maker.
Are you getting it digitally or physically?
I
This is a digital game.
think this is a digital game for me.
Yeah.
It's one that I want to pop out and play
I hope
whenever.
those like pens come out. Did you see those?
Well, you can just use any touchscreen pen with it.
But it's not Mario Maker.
Who
thing.
can't? Yeah, whatever.
I want that would. Have you used them before?
Yeah.
They're like sticky and they catch a lot, don't they?
Yeah. It's not too bad. You get used to it.
Do you though?
Yep. Because once it wears down, it stops being sticky. Once you drag a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. Rocket League dev acquired by Epic Games.
Okay, gamers, this is not epic.
Does this mean
It's going off Steam.
it's confirmed?
Oh yeah.
I thought they said there wasn't.
Well, it's not if you already bought it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. People aren't happy. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Nothing to say about it.
No. Oh well.
Well,
Suck it up.
Just become epic.
Just be epic.
Do you think Steam is going to be crumbled by Epic Games?
Oh God, no.
No. You don't think the Epic
Dude,
Store is going to?
The Epic Store is the worst store on the system. Like on the PC.
Why? What's wrong with it?
There's no search function.
No.
There's no search bar.
No.
There's nothing. You scroll through the list of all the games available.
Why?
Because it's bad.
You don't think they think of that?
No. No.
Okay. All right.
Devil May Cry. It's coming to Switch.
First one.
The first one. That one is good.
Why is Capcom being like this?
What?
They're like,
Okay, listen.
like
I'm going to
feeding
be
us
honest.
through a tube.
Listen. If Devil May Cry 1 and 3 come to Switch for the same price as the HD collection of 1, 2, and 3, you're getting a better deal to not own Devil May Cry 2.
You think they'll put 3 on here?
I think they'll do 1, 3, and 4.
You think they're probably going to overcharge, like they did doing with Resident Evil, probably.
Yeah, it's Switch tax. It's what it is.
Portable tax, you know.
Yeah, you know what though?
Are you going to get it?
No. I played through Devil May Cry 1 once, and I was happy.
Do you think I should play through it?
I think it's an interesting experience.
I've seen some
So
footage.
it's the prototype
Resident Evil
it's the prototype for character action. So there is like you gotta your dodge roll is like you gotta actually dodge. There's no invincibility frames.
Huh.
It's cool.
Is it fun?
It's hard. But I it's Dark Soulsy in the way of it's difficult, but when you accomplish it, you feel so good.
Okay.
I played through that game on normal, and that was one of the toughest games I played through. It was hard. It was not as hard as Devil May Cry 3. Oh, that game cranks it up. But this one is one that it's difficult, but it feels rewarding. And it's a neat little game of its time. Dante is not necessarily the Dante we know yet. He's kind of more reserved, which they write into the canon of he's depressed at the time. Fair enough. No, it's a good one. I'd say definitely it's worth picking up and playing through.
You see that Capcom's like, we're not putting Dante in Smash until he gets a game on the Switch.
That's them joking around.
I know.
Capcom has 4 characters in Smash already. Mega Man, Ryu, Ken, and Rathalos. I think
Rathalos isn't a character.
but he's a boss. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big inclusion.
A boss you can only fight in Classic and World of Light.
But it's still a entire boss with
And he gets
music
his
and everything.
level, too.
That's pretty, and an assist trophy. That's pretty big, you know. So
Fair
I
enough.
think Capcom's done with Smash. Personally, I don't think we're getting.
But we
anyone
want to get
else.
Resident Evil character.
That especially is not happening.
You think so?
No,
Okay, if you say so.
it's not happening.
DLC 2, Claire Redfield.
It's no. Okay, what's
All right.
next?
Senator has passed a bill on ban on loot boxes in games in the U.S.
States. Are games saved?
I hope so.
Are video games saved?
I hope so.
Let's hope.
I wonder what this means for the industry at home.
What does this mean for bad developers who just say put in loot boxes?
Yeah, we don't have to do any work. Just
Yeah. Balance? Pay to win. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's kind of gone out of control.
well, because Battlefront 2 kind of like tipped the scales.
It did because people are like, now you're ruining Star Wars.
I think it's just going to be like games with loot boxes are just going to be instantly rated M. If developers
Could be.
keep doing it.
Could be. Yeah.
So
We'll see.
it's not going to like abolish them,
Yep.
but they're just going to a few changes. So hopefully this spreads to Canada.
Well, they're based in the U.S. It would have to.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not sure how that.
If the
exactly
company
works.
is based in the U.S., it's not like we'll have a version with loot boxes and they won't. It's like it'll just be we get
Yeah.
the same version.
Okay.
Dina has confirmed they're making a new Pokemon mobile game.
It's just
What's it going to be? We have no clue.
Pokemon Island, that cube one again.
No, well, because this is by Dina. Dina's an
Oh.
actual mobile developer, right? So we'll see.
Pokemon Go 2.
No, because
Go further.
I think it's another spin-off thing, though. It'll be a cute little... It could be another puzzle game. I think people are blowing this one out of proportion. This is not going to be an RPG. It's going to be...
People are just thirsty for Pokemon news.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting Sword and Shield. Calm down, dudes.
Back to me?
Yep.
So, have you heard about the BlizzCon 2019 stuff?
I have not.
So...
Oh,
for
wait.
this year,
Isn't it you need a cell phone?
you need a cell phone. You need the app.
Need an
And
app.
the app is worse than malware.
Wait, what?
Someone went into the files, and it needs access to like almost everything in your phone. And they can sell that.
Dang. Dang.
And it says like we can sell. It's like in the terms of service or whatever.
What are they doing?
We can sell this to any third parties or any parties that are associated with those third parties.
What are you doing?
And it's like, Blizzard, what are you doing?
That's ridiculous.
It is insanely bad. Do you not have a phone?
I hate that. That's so stupid. You know what's not stupid? Tetris 99 DLC.
Yeah.
2 packs. Get it? You get single player and you get themes.
You pay for offline.
That's awesome.
That works.
I think that's awesome because it's a free game otherwise. Pay for it, and now it's a full game. Great.
Yep. And the marathon mode, which is basically just survive.
Yeah, well that's the Tetris mode.
Yep.
That's play. You
And
know?
the second DLC pack contents have already been like data mined.
Yeah, there's like team battle and stuff, right? Yeah,
That'll be cool.
yeah.
Get victories finally.
I think the most I got was like 16. Haven't gotten any higher.
Played it last night. It was like 20.
Oh yeah.
So get in there. I'm terrible at Tetris.
Yep.
But there's the event that going on next week, I think.
Yeah, if you play it, you get the Game Boy theme.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Hope they add more themes after that too.
Yo, and also speaking of Puyo Puyo Champions came out.
I talked to Fuad about that. He said it was really disappointed in it.
Well, because it's literally just a tournament. It's called Puyo Puyo Esports in Japan. It is a tournament standard Puyo game that is just hop in and like you're playing competitive Puyo Puyo. It's just because Puyo Puyo Tetris is good but unbalanced. Tetris destroys Puyo Puyo. Absolutely, like it's unbalanced. You can't win. Like if you take the highest level Puyo player and the highest level Tetris player, the Tetris player will win. Just by the nature of how the puzzle games work.
Huh.
Chaining in Tetris is way easier and faster than in Puyo Puyo. So they're just saying like this is now a version where it's like if you want to play competitive Puyo Puyo, it's a cheap, just sort of quick, way to get going. So that's cool.
Yeah. I like Puyo Puyo better.
They actually, speaking of, I mean, we're kind of jumping around, but the Puyo Puyo 20th anniversary game, which is kind of the basis for like the new universe that was kind of going with Tetris and everything, is got a fan translation.
No.
So you can download it and finally play it for the DS. So you can pop that just on the computer and play it, which is cool.
Cool. Back to me?
Yep.
So Overwatch added a workshop function
Yep.
recently where you can create your own game modes. And apparently they're like working on making your own heroes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what was mentioned.
That's
So-
it. Now, okay. Editing heroes, okay. Make your own, that could lead to some fun shenanigans. Importing models from, like, other things and being, like, making your own sort of thing, that'd be dope.
That'd be cool. So hopefully this means that Blizzard are opening up a bit more.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Or it marks the death of Overwatch when it just becomes people making maps of them running around naked, so...
Oh, Blizzard, how the mighty have fallen.
Yep.
Right.
We have an announcement of a new character in the Grand Blue fighting game, Ladiva. This is the coolest, best-looking character. So it is So the only thing is this character looks like this pro wrestler with a beard and, like, looks like what Beat would, like, want a perfect character to be. The only thing is, and this is where we're going to get into some trouble with the fighting game community, the character's female. Muscles and beard and looks like a dude, but is female, right?
Okay.
It's canonically a transgender fighting game character. This is not going to go over well in the fighting game community. I can't see it. We're gonna get some amateur commentator saying bad stuff, and like, that's not going to go over well. There's an open beta for that soon, though, so that's going to be fun. It uses a simplified sort of style of inputs, which at first I was like, oh man, I love my Street Fighter inputs, but having put tons of hours into the Power Rangers fighting game, I'm like, no, that can work well. That looks good, and that game is still visually the greatest video game of all time still. Like, holy crap, how do they make these games look so good?
Cool. I'm just going to skip over that story. So Disney's movie lineup.
Yeah.
Avatar and Star Wars.
Who likes Avatar?
one of my friends says she got mad at me. I'm like, Avatar isn't discussed in like, pop culture at all, and it's the top grossing movie ever.
Ask her to name the main character of Avatar.
Who is the main character's name?
No one knows. What's the main character's name in Avatar? Name a single character in Avatar. Name a single character in Avatar.
I can't.
I can't either. Everyone remembers the bird dragon thing.
Avatar 5 is going to be out, and I'm going to be like 30 years old.
It's actually not. I honestly...
You don't think this is going to
I think we'll get Avatar 2. No one will care because by this point, we realize you need stuff better than just like, ooh, fancy graphics.
My friend, she also said that Avatar 2 is going to take over Endgame when it comes out.
There is no way. No one cares.
No way.
No one's going to care about
And the
spoiler
stigma
culture for
around
Avatar
Avatar.
2. No one's going to care.
No.
No one's going to be like, no, don't tell me about what happens in Avatar. Everyone's going to be like, I don't care. I don't watch it for the story.
And then Star Wars, just
Yeah,
more Star Wars.
and there's other stuff on that list that's like, oh, it looks interesting, but
Yeah.
we'll see. It's also always tentative. Those lists change.
Yeah, they do.
We need to see closer
Remember when like
release.
Phase 3 was first announced?
Yep.
There was like
It's
there was,
90% different.
Inhumans, and then Spider-Man wasn't there, and like
Yep.
So we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, right, me. There was a new trademark for a new Monkey Ball game.
Oh yeah,
Which it's
gonna
been
be a mobile game.
years. No, well, maybe, but it's been years since a new Monkey Ball game, and good.
good.
Love me Monkey
Ball
Balls.
on the Switch.
They honestly they could just port Monkey Ball Deluxe, which is 1 and 2 put together, and that everyone would buy that. That'd be an outstanding game.
Portable.
Portable.
There you go.
Give it tilt controls.
So it's just the new trademark. That's it.
It's awesome. Yeah, well, but that's the most we've heard about Monkey Ball in ages. So I'm down.
Fair enough. Cool. So Jessica Jones season 3 has been confirmed.
Yeah, the final one they confirmed.
Final one, the
Yep.
final show, like the
Yep.
final Marvel show. Still have to get through the shows, personally. To watch Daredevil season 3, Punisher season 2, and I think that's it actually.
I never started, and I don't think I will.
They're good. They're good quality shows.
Yeah, I know, but
Like-
it's just like
They're not in the MCU, so it doesn't matter.
no, it's not even that. It's just like even if they were, I just don't know. There's something about the format. I think it's the fact that it's too long for me. The fact that it drops like a 12-hour thing to watch. It's like, man,
Well, that's
I don't have the time.
just like watch one, be enveloped in it, and like just do it annually.
I just annually once
I mean,
a year.
I mean, like
boy.
weekly.
Now
something.
I'm 74. I can't wait to see what happens on season 3 of Daredevil. Oh no, it's not good anymore.
I'll just do this next story too. Endgame is destroying the box office.
Yep.
And it's quickly going to overtake Avatar. I
Yep.
think.
Good. Well, because Avatar's not getting any more money.
No.
No one's going to
you see
see
that
Avatar.
James Cameron congratulated, and I just think when I'm reading that, I just think it's that like meme face where it's the guy who's like crying in the back, but he has a mask.
Yeah, a little bit.
Of this smiling guy. He's probably like really pissed about that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Screw him.
Yep. Last story from Japan. Under Night in Birth is getting a new revision called CLR-R. So now is Under Night in Birth.exe late CLR-R. That is not a joke. That's what the game is called. The funniest thing is
What are like tournaments going to call it?
Uniest CLR.
Okay.
But the funniest thing is CLR is the name of the cleaning product you use
yeah.
to clean your shower heads. So people are like, finally, maybe fighting game players will learn to clean.
Amazing.
But we'll see.
Is that coming out soon or?
Well, no, it was just announced with no info, but
Oh.
just like the title came out, and we're like, okay. Also, I think on Switch, which
Oh.
is a neat thing, neat place to put a fighting game that no one will ever buy it on because fight sticks just don't make sense on that.
Portable.
I don't. Fighting games are one that I don't want portable.
Just casually, just like boop, boop.
No. I want to
No?
sit down. I want to be like, I need to play, right?
Play.
To get in and play.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
Cool. So the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer came out.
Did not watch it.
No. Well, we
not
can't
watch
really
it.
discuss it because
Nope.
in-game spoilers.
There's Endgame spoilers, and there's I
There's an intriguing thing in there.
Okay, so everyone spoiled it because everyone talked about it. But Mysterio saying he's from another Earth.
You think that's...
If anyone knows Mysterio,
yeah.
he's lying.
But why does Nick Fury trust him? Like he doesn't... He's not a guy who just goes by someone's word. He has to see proof.
Unless Nick Fury is like...
A Skrull.
Playing along.
You know what? That's Skrull theory.
Unless he's just playing along. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Nick Fury is the villain.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
And then the Phase 4 lineup is coming this summer.
Okay.
Probably Comic-Con.
Yeah, because there's some that will need to be revised a bit. Some movies that were previously announced
maybe
that
not, you know.
might need to be revised a bit. Okay.
Can't talk about it much.
Nope. Go watch Endgame.
Yep.
You'll know what we're talking about. And that's about it for the news.
The news.
The news. When we get back, we have a foreign exchange, we have board battle, we have questions, and spoiler talk.
Yes.
We will see you all in just a second after we get a drink of water. Ciao.
Drink of water.
I need water. I'm so thirsty.
Just like drink soda.
I mean, I have that as well. I'm sorry, did you actually use the word soda?
Yeah.
No, be honest with me.
I did.
Are you the type of person to use the word soda?
No, I don't know. I was just like trying to come up with something.
Okay, people who use soda instead of pop are wrong.
There's people who pop is like, soda's like it's like a hard word, you know.
So, but like soda to me is exclusive to glass bottles with like the twist cap, right? Like a can.
That's a solid drink.
Well, yeah, but that's
get a
soda.
can.
That's soda in a can.
Crush in
That's
your
pop.
hands.
That's pop. Pop
Okay.
is pop. Pop is it's either that or in the big one. But soda is exclusively in the glass bottles. That's for me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
We've established this.
Okay.
Let's go get ourselves
Some water.
Some water.
Okay.
ああこのまま僕たちの声が世界の端っこまで消えることなく届いたりしたらいいのにな。そしたらね二人でどんな言葉を花と消えることない約束お二人でせーので言おう。言葉の目をも見れなくなったのは一体いつからだろうか何故だろうか。ああ雨の止むまさにその切れ場と虹の出発点終点とこの命果てる場所に何かがあるっていつも言い張っていた。いつか行こうぜ生命も身と磨いたく
All right, we're back. Couple things in the break. He's dying.
We got more than water.
We got quite a bit more than water. One, I forgot to mention, Spark the Electric Jester 2 got a trailer. It's coming out on the 16th. Boy, I'm excited for that. Also, over the break, because we were eating, I showed Adrian the first episode of Sarzanmai, which I told him about. Did that prepare you for it? Did it prepare you?
It was like, okay, this is anime.
Yeah.
And then it just took a deep dive.
Then as soon as he ran at him and ate him,
Yeah.
and then like became like a suit, and then pooped him out.
Yeah, it got weird.
Yeah, it got weird, right?
Yeah, it was an experience.
Yes.
Like I said.
So every episode follows a structure like that, but the outside of it sections gets cringe, as in, like, you know that secret that got out?
Yeah.
Well, what happens when his family learns about it?
Oh, no.
Like, it's like, oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about our foreign exchange that we did. Being that I played Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time really actually playing it, and you watched Your Name.
I did.
Makoto Shinkai's magnum opus. These are two things that cannot be physically more different. They are not night and day. They are different timelines. Since you watched the movie first, I think you should go first.
You really want to drop that bomb on me?
Well, you know what? My thoughts on Grand Theft Auto are probably less. So maybe I'll do that kind of quickly.
Go ahead.
Okay. Grand Theft Auto 5. Surprising things about it. One, there is a surprising amount of content before the game is open world. I was honestly expecting to throw you in.
Nope.
Which makes me go, man, I wonder how these babies beat that first mission, because I died a couple times on it.
Maybe you just suck at video games.
I do suck at shooting. And then I learned if you, like, let go of the aim and then re-aim, and then you're, like, immediately locked onto them. I'm like, oh, well, that helps.
Yeah, it does.
It was funny because someone in the comments wrote, man, those missions suck, but I bet you the free roam is so fun. And I'm like, I had way more fun with the missions.
The missions
than the
are
free
really
roam.
good.
They're
In this
really
game,
good.
You haven't even done like a heist mission. Heist missions are amazing.
No, but like the driving one that I did, so fun. With the behind the boat, so fun. Like, that was great. You know, I was really surprised at, I was worried when I first did the circle test, and I forgot the Rockstar,
Oh, yeah.
like, not circle gameplay. But, like, it feels like a Grand Theft Auto game. So, like, those games feel very loose. Like, for example, you know, what does the square button do at a given moment? Does it jump? Do you
like
run?
how you punch the guy
Do you accidentally, like, punch someone?
just off screen.
Like, so it's jank, but it works for it.
So what do you think of Michael?
Okay. I like Michael a lot.
He's my
Michael
favorite
was one that I'm like, oh, this is the boring one. But I'm like, no. He's the one that's actually, like, charismatic and really cool. You know, we didn't get to play much with Trevor.
At all.
Because he plays him at the beginning
one.
there.
He's a wild ride.
He's a bitchu. And then the last one
Franklin.
is Franklin. I did
He's like-
not have much to comment on during some of his parts. And the reason why is because, boy, do I feel uncomfortably out of place listening to some of those cutscenes. Like, I'm like, what do I say? What
They're
can I
they're-
say?
They're supposed to be funny.
But okay, so they're accurate, which means I do, like,
I know what you mean.
it's out of my wheelhouse, you
I
know.
like Franklin though. He's
good.
I see
He's
him
good.
as a main character of the
I
actual game.
I absolutely will say, oh yeah. But there's times when I have no idea what is being said. There was
When she was-
full
when he's with the
conversations
woman.
where I'm just like, what are they saying? And just like little Americanisms, you know? Like, I don't know.
How is the world to you?
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
One of the most immersive.
definitely one that I look at and I'm like, yeah, this is how it is. We need to talk about how my stream ended, though.
Yeah, that's never happened to me. Oh, maybe it has.
So
it's been a long time.
So I have the most up-to-date version of the game, and I remember the first time it said, go get a haircut. I went to go get a haircut, right? When I went there, it's like, okay, press the right button on the right D-pad button to open up the menu. And I did. And nothing happened. I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, I guess I can't do that now. Play through the rest of it just fine. Get to the point where you're told, get your car fixed up by going into the fix-it place, right? Press the right button to fix your car. Does not work. Critical path has been blocked.
Because you press the button and then you drive in. You don't go into that cube. You just go into the garage, and then you go in the cube when you want to customize stuff. Okay.
Well, I'm sure a hard reset would have fixed that.
Probably.
But that is the fact I'm a tester. It happens, right? Like that stuff happens to me.
It is an open world game.
It is an open world game from the PS3 era, which you can definitely tell on some of the character models.
I guess.
There's a few, especially hair, looks very PS3 era. There was the one guy with the full facial hair that I was like, oof, buddy, you don't look too hot.
The therapist?
I think it was, the therapist. His hair looks like Play-Doh, right? Mm-hmm. But that's just how it is. Definitely, like, if this was on PS3, like, wow, like that, I must have pushed that system to its limits. No, it was a ride. The amount of advertising for Grand Theft Auto Online, I wasn't too into, but hey, that's how they make their money.
And the install screen for $15.
God, I hate why only Western games do use the install.
It is a big game.
It is, but why install it? It's on the disc. Play it.
Not on the disc. A disc is basically just a key.
What? No, it's not. That's
What?
not how it works. Games run off of discs.
I don't know.
It doesn't install the game and you use it as a key to get into it. It runs off the disc.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the
I got
install
12 otherwise.
the install means that then it can just become a key.
Oh, okay.
When you install it, then it becomes a key that you plug in and it plays for you. Versus any other game, you just put it in and it reads the disc,
okay.
right?
So this disc is a key then.
It'll usually be like 70% of a key.
Oh, okay.
So like there'll be stuff that it'll read off. Like if you get to a cutscene, it doesn't install the cutscenes. It'll read the cutscene off the disc.
Oh, okay.
But if you're like the world will be loaded into your console, so that's fast.
So Red Dead Redemption 2 has 2 discs, one for install and one for the actual playing
So
the game.
then it would be the first disc would install the world. The playing the game would be the key that would install. That would probably just load the cutscenes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep. But no, I enjoyed it. There were shenanigans.
If you got
with driving.
farther, there'd be more to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I mean, like I've gotten far in Grand Theft Auto games using cheats mostly, and yeah, like they're fun open world shenanigans. I can see the most fun though being getting the PC version, having fun time modding it, like Spider-Man, or like my favorite thing ever is the Carmageddon mod for Grand Theft Auto 4, where you turn off the friction for cars and set their speed up to maximum, so you're just out and about, and cars are just boom, flying by and getting destroyed. Like that's my favorite mod of all time, right? The Chaos mod, like I love that. So I was actually considering getting the PC version and starting up the stream and just having the characters replaced with anime and not saying anything. But I was like, but that'll cost lots of money because the game it's still a top seller every week somehow. I literally don't understand.
I think this is the best selling game of all time right now.
No, Wii Sports is still,
right.
I think.
It's up there, definitely.
Best selling games of all time. It's probably top 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, 65 million. Oh, wait.
Minecraft's best-selling game.
Let's see here.
Really?
Number 1 is
Tetris.
Oh, wow. No, it beat out Wii Sports.
Oh.
Tetris is number 1. Minecraft is number 2. Grand Theft Auto 5 sold 100 million.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Wii Sports, though, that's single platform.
And GTA 5 was re-released on the PS4, so it's probably cumulative.
Yeah, it is, right? Because then it
PS3,
would be PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and 2 PC ports.
Yeah.
The first and then the second.
But still, that's a lot.
Yeah, Wii Sports is the most for a single console. And Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Yellow also. How is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
Oh, that because China. It's always China.
It's always China.
It really says something, though. It's like Wii Sports, Pokemon, Wii Fit, and then, like, yeah, wow. Diablo 3. Elder Scrolls, jeez.
Yeah, Skyrim was a big one.
Jeez. Wow, also, the Sun and Moon games got put together, that's why. Sonic! Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, we're not looking at this list. Yeah, not much else to say. It was a good time. Led to a fun stream of cars flipping out. Me not wanting to break the law with driving.
Yeah,
So at first I did it as a joke, but then as I was doing it, I'm like, this feels like what I should actually do. Like, there was moments where, I'd just be doing a mission, and then I'd come up to a car stopped going into, turning in a turn lane, and I'd stop. And I'd be like, oh, wait, shoot, I can just go around. It doesn't register for me.
It's really immersive when you do that. With the music. What do you think of the music? What do you think of the tracks you heard?
Aside from it being licensed, and that means rip all copyright stuff, good.
Yeah. The score is really good.
Oh yeah. No, there's some. It was interesting when you're playing as Michael. It felt like, I don't know if it's intentional, but a lot of '80s hits, and then you're playing as Franklin, and it's all this rap with many words that make me go, ah.
They have their favorite radio stations.
Oh,
you can switch.
So, well, then it fits for the characters.
32 radio stations.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's hell for the licensing, I'm sure.
Probably, but one of the best-selling games. They probably do it.
For sure. Okay. I'm excited for this.
So,
Kimi no Name wa.
I was like, I'm not closing tonight at work. I got time.
Okay.
Let's watch Your Name. Okay. Started watching it.
You put on Japanese, right?
I did dub.
You did the dub.
Yeah.
Okay. As long it's still the emotional impact.
Oh.
Good.
Yes.
Because I didn't know. That's the thing. Just for me, I watched it in Japanese, and the emotional impact was huge. So for me, I was like, I don't know about how the dub goes.
Yeah,
so
I can confirm it did.
Good.
I wasn't sure what I was like. It can't be as simple as a Freaky Friday plot,
right? That's all it was advertised as, by the way.
I didn't even know what this film was at all. So, we're gonna go into the spoilers, right?
I think it is fair. I mean, we have to. So I'm just gonna say now, if you have not watched Your Name and you want to see an amazing film, please skip this section. It is so wonderful. It is an amazing film. Please skip ahead or stop the podcast now.
Remind yourself.
We won't judge. You know what? I'll put a reminder.
Because this one's important.
Yeah, to put in when to skip to. So I'll put in... Okay, so we're going to say spoilers start now. And I'll put a reminder on my phone to put in a time after I finish speaking when you can go. So, future me, tell me when they can come back in. To avoid Your Name spoilers, please skip to 2 hours and 28 minutes into the podcast. That's 2 hours and 28 minutes. Thanks. Thanks, future me. You're my favorite me.
What about your past me?
My past me, I changed him when I transferred from the Wii to the Wii U. Heyo.
There you go. So, the twist. That's when it hit me.
That's when it hit.
That's when the emotions started getting.
So, I watched this in the theater.
I was thinking
this in a theater, and it was
knowing Tanner and his emotional
It was
states.
dead silent in that theater, aside from the muffled tears of everyone.
Man, the twist, that she's been dead for 3 years. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was taken aback. I don't know what to say. As it progressed further and further, and
and he starts to forget her when he learns that.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my god, no.
And the meteorite. Oh, by the way, music.
Oh,
unbelievable!
So good.
The music is what made me emotional. I'm like at the end, I was crying.
Yep, there we go. That's what I was waiting for.
Say,
This movie.
I was,
okay, so
I don't cry at stuff.
I was crying so hard at the end. My sister was like by the 3/4 mark was crying. By the end, she was broken. I was helping her out of the theater because she was doing the sort of like inhales, right? Like it was rough on her.
It's not even a bad ending.
No, it's not. It's you're not crying because you're sad. You're just crying.
It's just like when they were
It's way happier of an ending than you could have thought.
At the end, when they were like crossing paths, I'm like, no.
Yeah, you're like they're gonna not see each other, and then in a twist, then they do.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh.
And then the way it ends is like, can I ask your name? And then it does the music.
Yeah,
it doesn't like a. It's just like it's over.
It's
amazing.
It's immaculate.
I need to watch this movie again.
Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. You watch it a second time, and there's so many hints to the twist. Things such as, it's like whatever, it's like, oh, it's, March 31st, right? On one calendar, it says it's Monday. On the other calendar, it says it's Wednesday.
Oh.
But it's the same day. Things like in the background, calendars that say the year, and they're 3 years apart.
Oh.
Things like in the opening, there's a shot of the two of them side by side, and then her ribbon is taken out of her hair, and he grows taller, but she doesn't. Because that's 3 years. He's grown, she's dead.
Jeez.
It is...
There's the second twist where, like, I thought, like, she didn't make it, and that this would be a sad ending.
Yeah.
But no, her friends were behind
Yep.
him, and I go, wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many emotions out of this film.
It is such a emotional
Oh, by the way,
ride.
like when it started, like animation, incredible.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, the animation.
Like, I could not believe how good it looked.
The shot of the very first shot of the meteorite falling, and it's like the colors, and it's like feels eerie. The time lapse shots of Tokyo, like it's outstanding.
I read up on the movie, and like later when the part that got a lot of people, but it didn't hit me as much, was when she opened her hand and said, "I love you."
Yeah. Oh man, in the theater, frick! I heard whimpers, whimpers.
This just come out here?
What do you mean?
This?
I think it's 2.
Why was it in the theater?
Because it's it's the biggest anime movie of like since like these guys are the new, or Makoto Shinkai, the creator, is the new Miyazaki. All of his films come out here in theaters because they're that good. Like this movie was up for Emmys and Oscars. Like it was
deservedly so,
right? Like it was the first one. It didn't win because they hate anime, but like it's amazing. So there is something that's taken out of the dub that was an interesting twist, and I was wanting to hear your reaction to it, but because you didn't watch it, there's a scene, and so they removed this from the dubbed version because it's impossible to do in English, where at one point when Mizuha is in the body of Taki, that's the boy's name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she's in his body. She's talking with the friends, and she uses a feminine pronoun for I. And then they're like... So she says, I think, watashi, which is like I, but for girls.
Yeah.
And they're like, watashi? And then she's like, boku? And that's the I for a young boy. And they're like, boku? And then she's like, ore? And that's the one for like young men, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, ore. And like, so that in the theaters, that basically had it, so it had the subtitles, then at the top it said like, watashi is like, it said it, right?
Okay.
And I think there was like a grandma behind me, and she's like, I didn't get any of that. but like that's something you can't do in English because we don't have different versions of I for if you're a girl, a young boy, or an older boy, right? But she literally uses the wrong I, and everyone's like, why did you just... That's like referring to yourself as she. right?
Okay.
They're like, wait, what? And then they're like, oh no, the other one. So like that in the dub is just gone.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you can't do that. They changed it out to something else.
Just the imagery of the meteorite.
So good.
It's amazing.
And you think it's like this beautiful, majestic thing, but when you learn of what actually happens, you're like, no, that thing's not beautiful. That thing's terrifying.
Anything else? I think I want to get this, like, my own copy.
You want to get your own
honestly.
copy? Yeah, it's so good. Well, what I'll just say is, it's interesting because, like, this film is the one that everyone, like, looks back on. It's just, like, so perfect. But actually, the creator, Makoto Shinkai there, has basically said, get over it. He basically said, like, this is a good film, but don't put it on this high pedestal.
Why?
I don't know. He's just like...
Is he that humble?
Well, it might be humble. It might also be that some people come out of his later movies going, it's good, but it's Know Your Name, right? So he's like, please, like, I don't... He actually, I said, like yeah, he was nominated for it, but he, they're like, he's like, I don't want to win an Oscar. I just want you to appreciate my work, right? Like, he didn't want to be put it up on the pedestal there. There is some interesting stuff with his films do connect a little bit. There's hints of a previous movie, like, with some similar stuff, making it be like, oh, it could be a connected world, but not really. But, yeah, it's... So I was thinking of getting the collector's edition of this.
There's a collector's edition?
There is, and it comes with a full CD of all the music, which is like, that's a big one, but it's like in this really nice box art. The only thing was I was way too late, and now they're like hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, oh man, it's a really nice collector's box with like this art, but like pure. Like it's a pure version of that art with no logo or anything.
Oh, okay.
And it's like in this big box. It's
I think I saw it.
It's nice there, yeah. No, it is one of my favorite films of all time. It's so good, and it's a movie you could probably watch over and over and just be like, just find out more, right? Like, see more details. I was watching a video on just like, you could pause on each character's bedroom and understand their character. Taki has drawings of architecture, sketches all over his walls because he wants to be an architect. He has, when he's older, his briefcase is by his bed showing he's a hectic schedule. He's got to get up and go, right? In the city, when Mitsuha's an adult there, like, her apartment is kind of cluttered clean. She kind of brought the country with her back there, even though she's in the city. It's kind of modernized, though, and it's like you get so much from the animation because it's spectacular, right?
Like, I can't see a flaw in this film.
I know, right? It's one of...
When I try to, like, think about it, I'm like, there's nothing I don't like about this movie.
It's one of just the best movies I've ever seen, and it's a perfect, like, self-contained story, right? Like,
Yeah.
it is just, you don't need any knowledge. You can just sit down and watch it. Now, how do you feel about America wanting to make an American live-action adaptation set in Chicago with, instead of her being a rural Japanese girl, it is a Native American girl?
No.
No?
No.
Right?
Nah. Can't. Why, like, mess with
perfection, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
something so great.
So it's interesting when you're talking about, like, this movie and, like, why it only really works in Japan. And it's like, think about the density of populace of Tokyo. Do you think you can find someone in that city?
No.
It has more people than, like, our province, right? Do you think you can find a person in that city? Absolutely not. Chicago? Probably. Like, it doesn't have that giant of a population.
No.
Really? There was no, like the ruralness of Japan is so much more rural than America, right? Like the small town with the lake there, right? Like, you could drone Google Map anything in North America, but, like, I don't think you could in Japan. Like, it's just so culturally different, right?
It's all about fate too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And, like, what about the whole sequence with the shrine?
Yeah.
Like,
How are they gonna do
none
that?
of that works for America.
Nope.
Like, are they going to just be like, oh, yes, it's native magic versus an actual, like, historical, like, legend from Japan, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't see that coming out well. Mind you, they do have the director of 500 Days of Summer, which is...
That's a good one.
Similar-ish to Your Name. So, like, that's like, okay, interesting. But just in concept alone, I'm like, I can't approve of that film. Like, I can't, right? Especially if they call it Your Name. It's like, no.
It's not Your Name.
It's not.
Yeah.
Just not much else to say other than it is so
Magnificent.
good. Right? It's so good. Okay. Well, I think now we'll move on to our next foreign exchange. I have mine ready to go.
So do I.
Okay. Who wants to go first this time?
Who went first last time?
I think I did, because I looked for the movie.
Okay. So mine isn't physical.
Okay.
They're on YouTube.
Okay.
Easy to access.
Okay.
They're movies. They're 4 movies,
Okay.
hour each. So less than Game of Thrones.
Good.
They're movies I watched as a kid. Love them.
Is this Super Mario Logan?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay.
They're computer animated films. They're like... It's based off a toy that I really liked.
Oh,
Played with a lot.
What could this be? This isn't Bionicle, is it?
Nope.
Oh, man. I love the Bionicle movies. A toy? CGI YouTube series.
4 movies.
4 movies. But did you play with Barbies?
No.
Life in the Dream House?
It's not Barbies.
That series is actually good.
It's like the opposite of
G.I.
Barbies.
Joe?
No. Like,
You talking about Transformers?
no.
Opposite of Barbies.
Maybe not the complete opposite.
Okay.
But like,
Toy.
when girls played with Barbies, what did boys play with?
Hot Wheels?
There you go.
There's Hot Wheels movies?
Yeah. Computer animated ones. I watched as a kid. I want you to watch them.
Okay.
They're called Hot Wheels Acceleracers.
Acceleracers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look it up right now.
I've never, ever heard of this.
I swore I was like afraid because like I thought you mentioned them and you said you watched them, but I guess you didn't.
I wish I knew about something called... No, not accelerators. Acceleracers. 4... Wow.
Yeah, they're all. There's a 4-hour.
They're by mainframe. That's good. Yo, if this is like Reboot, Bud, I'm in.
I actually think it's Reboot. Like it's like similar.
Because I loved Reboot. So we have Ignition, The Speed of Silence, Breaking Point, and The Ultimate Race.
Yeah. And there's like different tracks they go on in different worlds, based on like different kind of Hot Wheels tracks.
Okay.
And then there's like this evil that they got to take down, and
the
characters are super funny, and
this is something I never expected to ever look at. So I'm excited to see how that goes. This is interesting.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Well, okay. Mine is also not physical.
okay.
It is...
Is it a game?
It is a game. And it is a game you can stream. And I want you to stream.
Okay.
It's actually a game you already own.
Oh.
But haven't played.
I'm going to get around to it.
I know you will. But now you have the perfect opportunity.
I'm in the middle of Persona, though.
Well, you're only playing a couple hours at the beginning. And there's good points.
We're talking about Nier, right?
What? No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. No, that one, no, that's a sit down and play through.
Okay.
This is not a sit down and play through. This is a sit down and you can experience the beginning, and then you can stop for a bit, continue, and then come back at a later date, and it's fine.
And I already have it.
You already have it.
Do I have a physical?
No.
Oh, then that makes it a lot
Digital.
more complicated.
It's a digital game you already own. It included a really nice PS4 theme.
Okay, another hint.
I got you a PlayStation gift card just for it, and you bought it, but you never played it. We've discussed...
I have so many digital games.
We've discussed this exact game in today's news.
Have we?
Yes. In fact, we discussed it during the PlayStation State of Play.
Oh. You want me to play Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah. That
Sure.
game has an outstanding opening that
Alright.
we would love to watch, especially because Beat just beat it. So he
Yeah,
would,
you'll probably like that too.
yeah. So
Sure.
so since you already have it on PS4 there, no reason to buy it again really, and that's easy to stream from there.
Yep.
I have no advice other than know it's PS1 and the graphics, yes, they look like that, but don't. But that's
No,
part of the
that's okay.
charm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for next time,
It is Hot Wheels Accelerators.
Racers.
Acceleracers. Sorry.
4 movies.
4 movies and the opening hours of Final Fantasy VII.
Sure. Sounds good.
Righto. All right. But now it's time for the border battle.
Should have like a sound effect.
I know, but that requires effort in editing, which I don't usually do for these. I'll have to do it now because of the time skip thing.
Yep.
But so last week we did Jason. I know Jason.
Jason.
Not Jason. Who was it? No. Because I just thought of the knives.
Oh,
Who was-
Beta.
Beta versus Aaron from Attack on Titan.
Yes.
And the results are 2 votes for the East, meaning that I am the current border battle champion for this last week. So, shall we get our decks ready for this week?
Gotta get more votes next time.
I know. Guys, please vote. If you're listening, it's in the comments. It is also in the description of the podcast. You can find it. It's on our Twitter. Please vote.
Did you vote twice?
No, I don't vote. I don't vote in these because that'd be cheating. I don't
Okay,
vote.
just making sure.
I don't vote. I ain't no snitch.
That's not how it works.
I know.
Okay.
All right, so we are getting our decks ready. Grab yours. Shuffle her up. I'm shuffling them up. So, once again, for those of you who don't know, if this is your first time with Border Battle, we are playing a round of Super Fight, wherein we get to pick up 5 hero cards and then 5 modifier cards, and we get to basically make our best hero. We do get to pick 2 modifiers, meaning that we get 2 modifiers to place on either ourselves, or we can place one on the opponent as well, and we will see who wins. So, I'm starting by drawing my 5 cards. Whoa. Here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Uh-huh. Got it.
Got it?
Well,
Oops.
so I actually get to... Okay. Well, you know what?
3.
Okay. I got my character. It's a gamble. Mine's a gamble.
Only one?
1, yeah. But mine might let me do something, which will make it a bit different.
Okay, I got mine.
Okay. So, we will now draw our 5 modifier cards. 1. I'm removing this card from it. Can defeat opponent with 1 punch. This card is removed.
Sore loser.
It's a little... I'm removing it for myself.
Okay.
I could have beat
Okay,
you
I
with
thought
it.
it was just like general.
No, but I'm just saying, it's removed. We're making it more balanced. Okay.
5, right?
5, yeah, we get to choose 2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I got my 2 black ones. And as a reminder, we can play them on either ourselves or the opponents, depending on which one makes more sense.
Take that one.
What are we thinking?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, we will play our characters and modifiers when we are ready to go. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to start with the characters. So first off, mine is a fusion of blank and blank. And I must draw 2 cards to find out who is fusing Dragon Ball Z style as it is from the anime pack. So, shall we see who we get a fusion of? Okay. Oh boy! I am a fusion of a pirate and Dudley from Street Fighter.
Okay.
Do you know who Dudley is?
I think so.
Dudley is the boxer who's
Yeah.
like the gentleman boxer.
Okay,
like he has the rose and,
Yeah.
and all that. So
Yeah.
a pirate Dudley with the abilities of a blank anime card.
Okay.
Meaning I have the ability to give him any anime power whatsoever. And recently, I learned of an anime power that is the most dope thing ever.
Okay.
Unlimited Blade Works. I'll
What's that?
explain that to you in a second.
Okay.
But my second modifier is has no bones. I bequeath that onto you.
You can't.
Yeah, you can give black cards to your opponents.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Thanks.
You can give black cards to your opponents.
Okay.
So I have a pirate Dudley with unlimited blade works.
What's Unlimited Blade Works, Tanner?
I'll explain as the battle starts.
No, you gotta actually explain it.
Okay, unlimited blade works. Essentially, I have a private dimension filled with an unlimited number of blades. It is any blade that I have seen within my lifetime that I am able to instantly reproduce an unlimited amount of.
Okay.
In this private dimension, I do have the ability to manipulate them, cause them to fly around, cause them to be shot like arrows or like javelins, and they're all blades of different types from various mythologies,
Okay.
and their powers are still a factor of it.
Okay.
Okay?
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, so my character
Yes.
is a billionaire playboy.
Okay.
He's wearing a robotic exoskeleton because no bones
Oh boy.
is now gone.
Oh jeez, no. Who needs an endoskeleton when you have an exoskeleton?
I'm going to steal your Unlimited Blade Works ability.
Oh no!
I have a steal 1 attribute from an opponent card.
Oh,
Thank you. So what do you got now?
now I'm just a fusion of a pirate and Dudley from Street Fighter. It's okay, I can still handle this. He doesn't know how Unlimited Blade works, so it's fine.
You
but
explained it
now
to me.
I explained it to him. Okay. Okay. The stage is New York City. Dudley the pirate walks down the street and sees his opponent, basically Tony Stark.
He is a billionaire, so he can make floating tech.
Okay?
So he's flying.
Yeah.
Robotic exoskeleton.
Yeah, he's
Basically Iron Man.
basically Iron Man.
And the ability with Unlimited Blade Works.
Okay.
I have the ability to take knives wherever I want.
It's a good thing I didn't tell him the incantation to activate Unlimited Blade Works.
Do I really need that, though?
Yes, you have to say it. You have to say the incantation.
Okay. I say it.
Do you know what it is?
I'm sure this billionaire playboy does.
Okay.
Because he has enough money to get the knowledge, right?
Okay.
So
So let's
he knows
say,
it.
you activate it. Now we are in the the reality marble of Unlimited Blade Works. Okay. So now I'm in here, and I see you, and my first thought is, all right, I am a pirate boxer, so I take off 1 boxing glove, pull out a flintlock pistol, and I shoot you at one of your exposed fleshy parts
I deflect it with a knife.
with a knife.
Or blade, sorry.
Okay, with a blade. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So while you're deflecting it, I wave dash towards you. So I dash crouch, dash crouch, dash crouch.
How far is the distance?
Well, we are now in basically a desert of unlimited length, because that's what the reality marble of Unlimited Blade Works looks like. So we were before maybe 20 feet away, and I am dashing very quickly towards you. Wave dashing, so I'm low down. I'm a boxer.
I have air and land to my advantage, whereas you only have land.
Well, yeah, I know I'm a boxer, but hey, guess what? Can't fly forever. So I'm underneath you, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you to come down.
You think my repulsors for my floating ability are ever going to go out?
So I do have my gun. I can keep shooting at, like Iron Man, he has the where they come out of his hands.
Yeah.
You shoot one of those things, he goes down. So I'm a boxer. I have time. Keep shooting at you.
Bulletproof tech I have, though, because I'm a billionaire playboy, right? I've thought of it.
Okay. But does bulletproof prevent against, 16th century pirate stuff? Because you expect it to be modern military stuff, not this old school pirate stuff.
What's the old school pirate stuff?
It's like flintlock pistol and all that old stuff. Shooting bullets of material way, way heavier and denser than what you think a bullet is. Also, I can punch them to make them go faster. I shoot the bullet and punch it to make it accelerate.
Can I just summon these blades?
So you can.
Why can't I just summon to deflect them all?
Because guess what? I'm a third strike character. I got parries.
So we're just going to be parrying the whole time?
So I'm just going to keep parrying them. But guess what? You will eventually run out of battery. You're flying around with your exoskeleton. I can parry all day, baby.
Can you, though?
Daigo. And I'm a pirate. So, pirates are tenacious, right? They don't back down. So I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna press that forward button to keep parrying high and low. Doesn't matter how many blades you got, especially if you don't know how to use their noble phantasms. You don't even know what that is.
Okay, so my robotic exoskeleton can act on its own. So
leaving a man without bones to hope it doesn't explode.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You still do. It does, because you still don't have bones. I mean, it's not affected by the endoskeleton, but you still don't have bones.
Okay, so as you're parrying, you can't do anything else.
You, liquid your way out of it?
I take another portal.
Another what?
Another blade.
Okay.
And then throw it behind you as you're parrying.
The cross up. Well, it's a good thing I have the ability cross counter. Cross counter is one of his special moves that if he gets hit, it's like a counter from Smash Bros.
But why are you also countering in front of you?
Counter is not a parry. I can parry in front and cross counter in the back.
You can't do both at once.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
No.
When you parry, you get a cancel window to use an attack, and cross counter is an attack. Guess what? You cross counter that, I'm punching these blades back at you.
Okay, I'd take a third portal.
These mass-produced blades don't have that much durability, meaning that I'm punching them and they are either getting knocked back or they are breaking.
So this is a dimension with unlimited blades, you said, right?
Yes.
So why can't I just summon portals until you're overwhelmed and I eventually defeat you?
Because it costs your magic.
I have enough magic.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're just a regular Playboy billionaire.
But I
never said you're a magus.
I could have paid a sorcerer to teach me the ways. I have money. Money's the most powerful object in the world.
All right, I think we're starting to appear to a standstill. So, on that regard, who do you think won this week's border battle? Is it me, the pirate Dudley, with the ability to cross counter and hopefully reflect them back at him, causing him to fall? And all I got to do is break that exoskeleton, and you are just a puddle. You have no bones.
But I have the ability to summon blades still.
Well, you can't do it without moving your hands if you're a friggin' puddle.
But I can still move.
Okay. Or basically Tony Stark with...
a boneless Tony Stark.
Boneless Tony Stark with unlimited blade works. Okay. Please vote in the comments on who you believe is the winner of that dramatic battle, to say the least.
That wasn't going to go the way you planned, did it?
Nope. I expected it to be... Oh, no, this is your card. for your white pile.
Right.
No, I definitely expected this to be in the bag, but it seems you...
What were the options you remember you had?
One of them was Guts. I was thinking of using Guts, because he's pretty strong. Another one was just a ninja. For my... Most of my black cards were negative ones for the opponent. They were ones that were like... exchanges hands for feet.
Oh.
That wouldn't be very good.
No.
Or the one that could have been pretty good though is anything he touches turns to hummus.
Huh.
That could have been
That would have
powerful,
been good.
but you would then just fly,
Yeah.
and that wouldn't work. So okay, leave a either a comment or a vote for who you think won that border battle.
Yes.
All right. So we have just now questions. And then
big spoiler section.
time.
Lots of talk there.
Yeah. Questions this week are coming from Mauricio.
We'll skip that first question.
Yeah, because it's about Game of Thrones, and we're going to talk about that at the end. So, what are some games, movies, anime, books, TV shows, etc. that didn't have a good ending of what you expected or was underwhelming for you? Something that didn't end in the way you want, and you kind of hoped it would go another way.
You go first.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's the one I had.
God, that is just... Well, can we even use this one when it doesn't have an ending? Like, oh my god, man.
It kind of had an ending.
There's a whole third of the game that's cut out.
I guess.
Right? Like, that's... I would say that's not an ending.
That's the answer I had.
That's because it's perfect. It's the one where you're just like, this sucks and the series is done, right?
Was there a fate ending you didn't like?
No. Because any of the bad endings are non-canon. I'm still working my way up to the true ending. And the first true ending I got was so good. Well, I guess I know for some people that would be Phantom Blood. Some people weren't happy, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, man, we just got this guy. What's going on? I don't agree at all. I think it was awesome.
Yeah. It's a nice diversion of expectation.
Yeah, for sure.
Was there like a Zelda game you didn't like the ending of?
There was one, I think. There's one that I was very underwhelmed by. Actually, I think it was Breath of the Wild.
Really?
All things considered, I thought Breath of the Wild ended fairly underwhelming. Getting, like, you get all the memories, and then Zelda's like, do you remember me? And then you're like, yeah. And then credits, and you're like, oh, okay.
And after such, like, a climactic, like...
Well, for the first phase. The second phase, it's just kind of a victory lap.
like story-wise and sentiment-wise.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of like... You fight the first craze again, and then you fight a big pig, and then...
Okay, let's rebuild Hyrule.
Yeah, then it's like...
Bye-bye.
It's like, thanks. Okay, let's rebuild. Okay, bye. It's like, that's it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I would say Breath of the Wild. I think that could have had a better ending. Bayonetta 2.
You think so?
I think, for me, Bayonetta 2, it does not reach the heights of Bayonetta 1. I think we needed Baldur to turn into this gigantic, dumb, huge boss. Like, just him staying kind of human-sized did not reach Jubileus, you know? Jubileus is still way cooler than Baldur.
Oh.
Like, you're fighting a giant representation of God. Versus...
That's Bayonetta 1 you're talking about.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1 is awesome. Bayonetta 2 is Baldur, who's just... No, not Baldur.
No.
No, not Baldur. What's his face?
Like the false god or whatever.
What's his face? The guy whose name I forget.
Oh.
Blue Man Group. No, Baldur's good.
Isn't there a song in Smash that's based off him?
Oh, you know who I'm talking about, right? Blue
Yeah.
Man Group? Yeah, no. Him. I thought he was underwhelming. He has a Norse name. Which sucks, because a lot of them have Norse names.
Good thing I have the entire OST on my phone here.
God, it's annoying.
Where are you?
Is shirts in Smash?
Acer?
No, the legend. No, Aesir's are the gods.
Oh,
What's his
okay.
name? I hate that this is like. Well, that kind of goes to show, though, right? Like, it's not as cool as Jubileus.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 final boss. Oh, no, it is Aesir. Never mind. Yeah, no, I found him to be way more disappointing than Jubileus. I thought Jubileus was way cooler and just ended with such more pomp and circumstance. If Aesir had one more form, that'd be good. But that feels like a second final form.
I think it's not over yet. It's 2 episodes away, but I don't think Game of Thrones is going to end very well.
I think that is the common opinion of the populace right now.
Talk about that later, but yeah.
Okay.
There's probably a lot I haven't been. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because everyone has one nitpick. What was something that gave you so many nitpicks that it kept bothering you, but you still love it? So something that you know was flawed but enjoyable. Well, I mean, I watch harem anime. Those are the most flawed, bad things, but I enjoy them because I am a trash man. I live and eat garbage. So, those are all awful things, but I enjoy it.
The Walking Dead for me. I think the TV show. There's a lot of flaws, especially in season 7 and 8, but like season 9 and like the rest of the show is just, I love it.
Sonic Adventure 2. That game is very flawed, but I would not have it any other way. I would not change anything about that game because it's so perfect in my eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we covered it. Thanks, Mauricio. All right, and with that, we'll give our outro now because otherwise we're going into spoiler territory.
So the way we're going through it, we're going to do Avengers first, Detective Pikachu second, Game of Thrones third, and Jojo last. So if you like watch some of them, watch until the point we get to a certain thing, and then clock out. But
all right,
otherwise, thanks for listening.
Yes, you can find you on at Age1000 on Twitter.
Yes.
You can find me on at TannerLPer on Twitter or Tanner of the North on YouTube. And all right,
next time,
yes,
we will be doing Hot Wheels Acceleracers.
Yes,
and Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, on the PS4.
PS4.
Yep.
Yeah. Not the remake.
Not the remake, but the original one that when they showed it off, people were like, we thought this was the remake. Why are you doing this to us?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Spoilers start now. Can't believe Black Widow's dead. Like, I heard that apparently it was meant to go the other way.
Oh, it was Hawkeye?
Yeah, it was supposed to be Hawkeye. And then everyone there was like, why are you denying this man his family? And they're like, oh.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Yeah, he deserves that.
So I got these deaths spoiled.
Really?
Yeah.
By whom?
A Facebook post. Not a post, but like a comment.
On what?
I was like...
Are you on those Marvel meme pages that are ridiculously unfunny?
No, it's
they
not.
are so not funny.
I just follow Marvel Shield posting.
Okay.
That's like... It's the meme-tastic stuff.
Okay.
But, it was... No, it was super related. It was like... These DC shows got canceled. I'm like, haha, let's see, haha, which ones got canceled. I go to the comments to see what people think, and it's like, rip Black Widow and Iron Man. I'm like, no!
Well, that sucks. No, I somehow managed to avoid all spoilers, which made me happy.
So what do you think of the movie?
Good, but I think I like Infinity War more.
Think so?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I think what it comes down to is it is a necessary movie. It is one that is cathartic, but I think as a film, Infinity War is better. I feel Thanos was less of a character in it and more of a force. And I much preferred Thanos as this deeply written character.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's because you went back in time and undid a lot of the characterization, which sucks. But it's...
No, it didn't. Well, what do you mean by that?
the Thanos in that fights them at the end is Guardians of the Galaxy era.
But I think that Thanos is more powerful because he has that rage inside him still, you know?
I guess. I don't know. I would have preferred it if they did something where it's like, oh, he got the old Thanos' memories or something to make him more like.
Well, he saw his future self, right?
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I still really, really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This one had like more of a 3-act structure.
You definitely had more of
Yeah.
a 3-act structure, for sure.
Had the silent stuff.
Yeah.
Let's start with the silent stuff at the beginning, like before they do the time travel stuff.
The silent stuff?
Like not the silent stuff, but like the quiet stuff, like 5 years later.
Oh, yeah.
Like the
I
opening.
did not expect a time jump.
No,
I did
heard,
not.
I heard you gasp when like the 5 years.
Well, yeah,
later.
because I was like, well, when it first said 5, I was like, are they pulling a Kingdom Hearts and like renaming the movie mid-movie? It's like, this is actually Avengers 5 now, and I'm like, and then it's like, oh, 5 years, okay, whew, okay. I thought it was gonna be like this was Avengers 4,
Oh,
and then it's like that's the end. Now you're watching Avengers 5 because time's like, that'd be cool, but no.
well, those stuff with like killing Thanos right away was
Unexpected.
Yeah,
Unexpected.
he went for the head.
He did. Okay, well, let's just go over characters. Hulk is the best.
People say
And-
Hulk was like bad in this movie.
This is
Like,
the
no.
best Hulk has
I
been.
love Hulk in this one.
This is the best version of Hulk.
The dab Hulk.
Hulk's dabbing is amazing.
I love that scene in the restaurant.
It's
that
wonderful.
scene.
And it's something that people have wanted for so long.
Yeah,
Like, this is...
Professor Hulk.
the Professor Hulk is so good. Okay. Captain America. Thought he was a little weak in this one, aside from some cool moments with fighting. Character-wise, I thought it was weaker.
Well, it was pretty much the end of his story, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like in every other one he was more of a force. I felt like in this one he's just kind of there, you know? Gets cool moments, but he didn't do as much.
The scene at the end when he's just by himself facing the entire army.
Yeah.
That's a cool shot.
That's a cool shot. That's a great shot.
Iron Man?
Iron Man, I think this is a perfect send-off for him.
Oh yeah.
I think could not have been done better.
The I am Iron Man at the end.
That is the
Literally perfect.
best line.
Did you hear he didn't want to do that?
What?
He heard he didn't want to say that at the end.
Why? It's so good.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing callback. No, that was perfect. Very heartfelt with the family stuff. Really brings up, like, why don't they just go back in time and you know, make sure that this never happened? It's like, yeah, because stuff happened in 5 years. He doesn't want to erase that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he doesn't want to just go back to and fix it so that everything that happened in that time gets erased. Like, that raised the stakes.
Mm-hmm. Ant-Man?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Probably his best movie. Like,
Really?
I heard someone describe Ant-Man it's not Paul Rudd playing Ant-Man, it's Ant-Man playing Paul Rudd. And that's what it is, and he's the best.
I like
he's
the
best.
the callback at the end of the movie when it's like when Hope calls Cap.
Yeah.
And they share a look. Hope and Scott
Yeah.
call back to the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Hawkeye. I really liked Hawkeye in this one.
Hawkeye got some
turned to
great
Ronin
characterization. He turned into Ronin. He became an absolute weeaboo, speaking pure Japanese. Sure. And I'm very happy he hopefully gets a happy ending now, you know?
Yeah.
Family's back, he can go back. You know, I'm very happy they didn't sacrifice him.
What do you think of the like cold open of the movie with Hawkeye and the family disappearing?
Oh, that's good. That's a great scene. That's an Infinity War tier scene.
I love
Like
that. I love that, like the thunder.
It's so good. It's such an amazing
Just hear the
representation.
snap through
Yeah,
the universe,
it's
like,
terrifying. That was awesome.
No, I'm just looking at your posters now.
Yeah, to see who's on there.
Thor.
So Thor, some people disliked him. Those people are wrong.
I think
This is so perfect for him.
Okay, like Thor at the end of the movie, amazing.
Okay, so I'm very, very happy that at the end of the movie, he wasn't just suddenly fit again.
No,
It was like, oh, I'm bitter. You know, it's like, no. He can still be like...
he's repairing.
Yeah, but he can repair and be like... He can still do it if he's got a bit of chub, right?
Yeah.
Like, he can still be Awesome.
Like the scene when he's like asking if it's fine if we go kill Thanos, and he like summons Stormbreaker and Mjolnir.
That's great. It's
the
so
thunder.
good.
I just didn't like how much they relied on his comedic appearance, because when they were walking to the time travel, you're supposed to be like, yeah, we're finally getting everything back.
Okay,
and then it shoots on Thor, and everyone laughs and ruins it all.
I disagree, because we've seen that shot in so many trailers. I was like, oh, here we go. They're doing the slow, powerful walk. And then it cuts to him, and I'm like, oh, they're subverting it. Yes. Because it's just like, everyone's seen the trailer stuff. So it's like, the fact that half the trailer stuff is either like in the first like 5 minutes or it's a lie, again, perfect. And that makes me happy.
I think they could have like could have tweaked Thor a little bit.
Very happy Korg is there.
Yeah, Korg and Meek.
Korg and Meek being there is awesome. Them
Playing
playing
Fortnite?
Fortnite raises questions. One, what happened in the Marvel crossover in that universe?
Maybe it was just before, and that all happened.
Two, I highly doubt Fortnite is going to last 5 years. I have doubts about that.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be like a relic.
I don't think it's going to be that around in 5
what's
years.
What's that game?
Right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Rocket didn't...
He was surprisingly absent, but I loved how everyone was just like baffled at a talking raccoon every time. They're like, they're okay.
I love the scene with Scott eating the tacos, and then just Nebula walks by.
Yeah.
And then Rocket's there, and then War Machine lands, and then Hulk passes. I'm like, what's even going on anymore?
Yeah, that's good. That's great. It's so good.
That's what I got from it.
Yeah.
Who else?
I was really surprised. I guess it would make sense why they would not be, but the characters that got snapped did not get screen time.
No, they didn't.
They really didn't. I was expecting it to be undone much quicker and for them to get a lot more. I think Peter Quill says one line.
Yeah, because when he's like fighting the
and that's it.
people and then meets up with Gamora.
Like, that's it. That's his one moment. I'm like, wow. But at the same time, that almost felt like if that was filmed when they didn't know if they would be back for Guardians 3, I wonder if he like was basically there for the bare minimum.
Captain Marvel?
Controversial.
Oh, it's just because of the short hair.
Okay, well, no, that's awesome. But I am... let me get this. That short hair is the best, and they better keep it. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm very happy she got very little screen time. She feels like she could very easily just Deus Ex Machina stuff. She's a Superman. But here's the thing. Here's why she works more. She's a Superman that realizes Earth is not the center of the universe.
Yeah, you're right.
She's a Superman that realizes there's crisis on infinite worlds. Go help as many as you can.
Yeah.
Don't just chill around here. When she's needed, she's called in. But otherwise, yeah, I will say they've yet to make me like her.
Yeah.
Between Captain Marvel and this movie, Marvel has yet to make me like her.
Okay.
Like,
just wait till Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just wait till Miss Marvel, where it's like the better Marvel superhero is there, because I don't know, man. She's just, they don't do it. She's way too. I don't know.
So, let's time travel stuff. What do you think of the time travel stuff?
Was worried. They pull it off well. Very surprised to see the first the Grandmaster. What's her name?
The ancient one.
The ancient one. Big surprise to see her back.
Yeah,
that's a character I never expected to see again.
She's cool.
No, definitely, and works great for the exposition there. How they got Natalie Portman back, I have no idea.
For like a scene, like a few seconds.
So some people actually believe that all of her scenes are reused footage from the original. And I'm like, I could see that, because she never interacts with a character on screen.
Yeah.
Thor's mom getting some closure, outstanding, saved Thor 2. Absolutely.
Did?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm never going to go back and watch it again, but it made it much better.
Yeah.
I
think that's what they meant to do.
Yep.
New York stuff.
Absolutely surprised Loki was there for one walk by.
Oh, no, he was there. He was in the Avengers scene the whole time.
Oh, he was in the Avengers too, right. But, like, just in Asgard, though, they walk by him, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. And then he just gets the thing and disappears.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's going to possibilities, because that's the only loose thread.
But Cap can probably went and solve that on his time traveling mission to get the stones back. He could have.
No, they had to leave that.
Oh yeah, huh.
That created another timeline,
the
one that Cap went back in.
You're right. We'll have to see about that. Okay, New York, seeing.
Oh, the Hail Hydra.
Oh, the Hail Hydra and the redone
elevator scene.
Those are awesome.
Love that.
Cap versus Cap wasn't as cool as I expected.
No? What do you expect?
I don't know. I just think they didn't handle it too well. I don't know. I just didn't like it too much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, New York was cool. Seeing regular Hulk and all them was really good.
They even like did the circle around.
Yep.
That's awesome. Then Morag. Guardians.
Absolutely surprised. The who guy was not there.
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting him to arrive and do that whole scene to one of the Avengers, right?
Wasn't he working with Thanos?
Yeah.
So maybe Thanos just said you don't have to worry about that
anymore.
anymore.
Yes, yeah.
Like the whole Thanos learning about it and all that.
Yep.
War Machine got a lot of footage, a lot of screen time in this movie.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
He's cool. In the 1940s, I like was it the 1940s?
Yes. Yeah. Going back.
Call back to the old Ant-Man helmet.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah,
that's cool.
No, there's just so many nice touches and callbacks throughout the whole movie. All in all,
did you hear that? Okay, we were watching the Tony Stark and Howard Stark scene at the end. Did you hear the guy in front of us saying "Oh, that's his dad"? That makes sense then.
Oh, you didn't figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actor-wise, I didn't figure it out until they started talking. I'm like, now when I heard his voice, I'm like, oh, that's who he is.
Oh yeah.
The final battle was dope, but I wish it was longer.
Really?
I do. Yeah. I wish there was a little bit more.
Well, it was already 3 hours long.
It was, yeah, for sure. I feel like you could have trimmed up some of the beginning and just made that a bit bigger, because I wanted to see more of the whole ensemble working together, right?
Well, they kind of did that.
They did, but I wanted to see, I don't know, just a bit more.
Portal scene.
So good.
Like Black Panther and Okoye coming out first.
Yep.
Then a Bombay. And then you just see everyone from all these movies coming together.
Yep. So good.
A giant man punching a Leviathan in the face.
Yeah, there's... That's a scene that I'll have to rewatch a couple times to kind of soak in everything.
Howard the
that
Duck was
happens.
there, eh?
What?
Yeah, he was there.
Where?
When Hope lands and she takes off her helmet, you can see him for a split second.
Oh my god.
With the Ravagers.
Amazing. That's good.
Everyone is here.
That's amazing.
It was just spider,
Okay, where do you stand on the girl power shot?
I thought it was a bit unnecessary.
I do too. I feel like I kind of agree that
how did all these women get to that one part?
So, but right? I kind of agree that half these characters have never spoken to each other.
Yeah.
It was I'm sure that some people like it, but I feel like...
And they're all unnecessary because Captain Marvel just blew through everything.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that could have been handled a bit better. Again, if they had a scene of if they resurrected them, the day before, and they had a scene where they're all having a girl talk party beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Introducing each other. Then when that scene happened, you would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. They know each other. Not just... let's get together because we're girls and we have this girl sense to kind of work together. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a phenomenal last scene. I thought it was great culmination of everything.
Yep, for sure. No. I don't know if I'd watch the full Endgame again very soon, but I will definitely be watching that ending scene.
I watched it again soon after with another friend.
Oh, yeah?
And it definitely felt like
There
let's
was let's go moments. Yeah, for sure.
Because when they were like doing okay, we figured out time travel. Now I'm like, oh yeah, now they need to go get Hulk and Hawkeye, and
So that's why I think Infinity War is a tighter movie.
yeah,
It doesn't. It's like every second counts, right? That's what it feels
because
like.
they're so unprepared.
Yeah.
and everything happens.
Okay.
What about the Cap scene at the end? Where do you stand? Like, what do you think of how Cap appears on that bench?
I think it's just that he warped and something went weird and he was on the other side.
Really?
I think people are looking too much into that. I think it's just he warped and it was slightly off the coordinates because he was there for so long.
Okay.
That's just
What
what
do
I
you think about him passing the mantle to Falcon?
Absolutely awesome.
You
Because
like it?
I think Captain Falcon is the coolest. And I know the haha joke Captain Falcon, but I think Captain America as Falcon is dope.
Yeah.
I really like it.
And Buck even like
Yeah.
take it.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think and that means that the Bucky and Falcon show is basically
Yeah.
Captain America and Bucky. You know,
pretty cool.
That's cool.
And then I like there was no end credit scene, but there was the shots of the main 6 Avengers
With the
signing their name.
signature. Yeah, that's really nice.
That was awesome. Our theater was really energetic. I'm glad for it.
Yeah.
Because when I went out the second time, it was like boring.
This was one of the few movies I clapped after. I don't do that. I think it's asinine. But this one deserved it.
Yeah. So you feel satisfied?
Absolutely. I do kind of wish that we waited a couple more months for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Couple more. Yeah. I feel like it's way too soon to be going back to Spider-Man. Mind you, the fact that it is a denouement, a extended ending to this saga,
Yeah.
that's better.
We'll see.
Okay.
Is that it for Endgame?
Actually, someone pointed something out. You know how, like, they're all of Peter's classmates are back?
They got snapped.
So they all got snapped. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, that's terrifying.
It's like an empty school.
Yeah, right?
But yeah.
Okay. On to the next movie. Detective Pikachu.
Saw this yesterday.
Saw this the day before it came out because I somehow got tickets.
Huh.
I just went on to the website and they were selling early tickets and I got in and I'm like, okay.
Nice. So, I loved it.
Oh, it was so good.
It was like, I don't know what I was expecting.
So I played through Detective Pikachu.
Is it the same plot?
The plot is 70% the same. They cut out... So they basically cover the main... Like, the main... Like, there's, like, a bunch of filler chapters in Detective Pikachu.
Oh, okay.
They cover basically the intro and then the main final one.
Okay.
So it's a faithful adaptation. The stuff about the R, the stuff about Mewtwo, like, that's all pretty similar. Not the exact same, but pretty similar.
What is like the final boss of that game?
There's no final boss. It's a detective visual novel.
What's the final thing?
Solving a mystery to stop Mewtwo's machine.
Okay.
That's about it. There's no fighting in that game. It is
Okay.
pure selecting. Like, it's a text adventure kind of.
Okay. What do you think about the designs of the Pokemon that you haven't seen yet?
The only one that I didn't like was Gengar.
Oh, I love Gengar.
I didn't like Gengar. I thought Gengar, they went a little. It's the teeth. The teeth
I
being
guess.
human teeth and not like cartoon style teeth. That kind of was like, I don't know about that. Everyone else was perfect in my eyes.
Yeah. What were the mushroom ones called?
Morlulls.
Morlulls. Okay.
Yeah, they're actually Gen 7. They're brand new.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Morlull, Comfey. There's a couple like brand new ones in there, which is like, oh wow, that's surprising.
Like the evil Greninjas,
Oh, they're awesome. They were so good.
and then the
I was really surprised they were allowed to make like huge Torterra.
Really?
Okay, so the Pokemon Company is very defensive about Pokemon. They will not allow certain things to be done with them. This movie broke almost 90% of the rules I thought were in place. Making giant ones. Pokemon's like fusing with humans. What else was there? There was a couple there. Oh, setting Mr. Mime on fire.
Oh yeah.
I'm very happy that there was so much more to that Mr. Mime scene than what the trailers put out, because it was the funniest. Yo, the Loudrids in this movie.
Oh, the big...
Yeah! They're beatboxing to the music, and you're like, that is so good.
The Pokemon battle in that arena, too, was cool.
That was really good.
Like Charizard and Pikachu.
Yeah. I do like how they establish... Okay, yeah, like, Pokemon is normal in the rest of the world. You catch the balls, you go on your quest.
Yeah, but here
it's different, because then it makes you know, like,
that's cool.
Here it's different. Did you catch that, the one thing about the Mewtwo?
No.
It's the same Mewtwo from Pokemon Red and Blue.
Really?
They said this is the Mewtwo
Kanto.
that escaped 20 years ago from Kanto.
Oh, I know. Did you get the Oak Easter egg?
What's that?
They're at the apartment. It says Oak.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a nice one. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was legitimately funny, and there's many adult humor things. I was surprised to hear the main character yell shit once.
I didn't hear that.
when it was the Torterra and it's going up and he's on a tree falling, he goes shit, and I'm like, and I'm there and I'm like, that's a cuss word in my Pokemon, and it's like you go to the Bulbapedia and like every trivia page, like this is the first Pokemon media to feature any swears of any kind. I was like, wow.
It did feel a bit slow at the beginning, I felt. Just a little bit.
You know what? It was slow, but I actually liked the slow build up here because it brought you into the world, I felt like.
I guess, but...
I really felt brought into the world. And I like how he's just an insurance guy. Yeah. Like, he's like... It really makes you think about the regular things that exist in Pokemon that, like, what's... Like, insurance in the Pokemon world must be super insane because you have these monsters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the part where I realized like his dad was in the Pikachu was like at the beginning of the final act there.
Really?
Yeah. When they were like teleporting them into the bodies. So I'm like, okay, yeah.
The moment I played the first hour of the Detective Pikachu game, I'm like, that's his dad. Like, come on. And they even hint at it less in the game, but I'm like, this is pretty obvious where it's going.
But how could he... Because like when the other people got put in the Pokemon,
yeah,
they could only do their Pokemon voices. But then how could...
I think it's because he inhaled the R.
So then why couldn't he hear the other Pokemon? Or was he around other people when they were in the Pokemon?
No.
Okay, maybe that was it then.
No, yeah.
What were the monkey ones that like freaked out?
Apom. Yeah, the Apoms
terrifying.
Go nuts. Let's see. Okay, can I be honest? Ditto in this movie.
Oh, he's terrifying.
Is terrifying. When it starts freaking out and transforming between all of them, I'm like, oh, thanks for reminding me this Pokemon is just the thing. Like, this is a horrible monster.
But when it's in this like base form, I'm like, oh, he's harmless.
And then it like melts away, and you're like, oh my god.
And the beady eyes on the humans.
Yeah,
it's terrifying. And
That's...
it killed that Ditto.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there was some deaths in this. There was deaths. What else was there?
I like the whole the mystery part of it was cool.
The mystery was
like,
good.
I didn't know that the Greninjas.
So okay, here's
Mewtwo was trying to. I love Mewtwo in this movie.
Oh, he was awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah.
He was such an interesting version of him.
Yeah.
There was an interesting thing where someone pointed out this is not the first time a character has done something involving like the combining of a human that can talk with a Pokemon. Do you remember going up to see Bill in Let's Go?
Yeah.
How he fused with a Pokemon and could talk.
Yeah.
So people are like, this might be a bit of a reference to Bill and his thing with fusing with the... Was he Kabuto or a Nidorino? He was a Nidorino in Let's Go, but he was a Kabuto in the originals there. So it might be a little bit of a thing with that. Okay.
Were there any Pokemon in the background that you noticed that weren't like prominent? Because there was
apparently a Venusaur that you can see like far off in the distance. There's only 57 in the movie.
Okay.
which
Interesting.
is a small number. That's why they reuse a lot of them. But I think that's fair.
There are a
because
lot of squirrels and Charmanders.
Yes,
everywhere.
yeah. I was very happy with the amount of Joltics. They're the tiny, tiny bug. The little yellow bug. Like, they're tiny, right? So you just see these little guys walking
You can see the Raticates in the alley.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. The main female lead.
The
Little
journalist?
underwhelming.
Yeah, she didn't have that much characterization.
Yeah, I didn't like her too much. But that's fine. It's a noir story. Don't expect the females to be doing much, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. Credits.
I love those credits.
Those were so
Those
good.
are so cool.
Those were drawn by Ken Sugimori. He's
Really?
the concept artist for the Pokemon franchise. He confirmed.
It was cool seeing all the characters in their like Pokemon.
It's so well done, and they're even shaded with like the classic style of shading.
That's awesome.
It's so good. That was outstanding. I loved that sequence.
And seeing Ryan Reynolds not being Deadpool.
So I was honestly so surprised that they brought him in as himself at the end there. I was like, oh, I guess if that's the voice of his, I was like, honestly,
Yeah.
I was like,
That makes sense.
I was like, okay, so when he comes out, he'll be just this regular black guy, right? And then it's like, no, because Justice Smith is mixed race himself, so it works out, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay. Apparently, I heard Twitter stories of there was kids in the audience who were like, how can that be his son when his dad is white? And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, but here's the question. Did you have any audience reaction to the Sonic trailer?
So, I seen it with Valley and his girlfriend.
Yep.
And he like wooed really loudly at the beginning of it. I'm like, shut up. But I listened. I didn't hear much. I heard laughs and like.
I had audiences going, no, and why? Like, from the audience. It was so funny.
I don't want to watch that trailer again.
No. Overall,
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
a super fun movie. I really hope we get more of these kind of live action style, because I think they worked out well.
I feel like having Pokemon as the first name on the title board.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like there are going to be more of these.
Yep. I mean, it's kind of, if you think about it, already a Pokemon cinematic universe, because if this is the Mewtwo from Kanto, it could also be the Mewtwo from Pokemon the first movie, which would then like tie it all together.
Yeah,
So
maybe. Did you get the cards?
I did. I got a Pikachu and a Morlul, and my sister got a Pikachu and a Morlul. So there we go.
Those two Pikachus actually.
Yeah, we both got the same ones.
Oh, okay.
Which
got
is fine.
Pikachu and Ivysaur?
Ivysaur?
Bulbasaur.
Okay.
Bulbasaur.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. First
good video game movie.
Yeah.
For sure. Like 100% theatrical, at least. There's been a couple good ones that were non-theatrical, but definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, and I hope that they don't do the Smash Bros. Movie right away like they say they were talking about. I don't think...
Are they like serious about that?
I think there's no way they can achieve the rights for that. No way.
That'd be amazing.
It would be amazing, but I like they said, you need a Zelda movie that is the perfect Zelda movie to get it going.
You need these movies
the
to be
perfect
good.
Mario movie to be the perfect Mario movie to get it going.
Yeah.
Then you need to Avengers it. That's what they said, and I'm like, okay, but
They have the right intentions.
They have the right intentions, but we need to like I don't
climbing a mountain there.
like I can't see some
With
of
the
those
Mario
coming
movie
out.
coming out.
But that's CGI though. Detective Pikachu is then in live action, right?
Maybe.
So we'll see. We'll see. All right.
All right.
Hit me up with the Game of Thrones disappointment.
So bad. Sorry.
Didn't you? Okay, when that first came out, didn't you say it was one of the best episodes?
And then I thought about it.
Little reactionary, I guess, when you were messaging us saying it's the best it's ever been.
Yeah, because like I just like had this like one scene in my head. I'm like, wow, that was really good, but literally everything else was so bad.
Just that one good scene masked all of the horrible.
Yeah, I'm like, because I wanted the show to be like, I wanted to go back to those moments. I'm like, there was that moment right there, and it just clouded everything. Everything feels so goddamn rushed. It is so bad.
It's almost like they got to the last section when the book isn't written and they said, oh god, now we have to write something? Oh no!
Like, there's this scene with this character, Bronn. Did you?
Yes.
Bronn? He's
Yes.
like, he comes in to kill, full spoilers here, kill Jaime and Tyrion.
Okay.
Because they're, like, traitors.
Yeah.
No, he just went to go kill Tyrion, but Jaime was there to help them with the... Oh, stupid long night. Oh, that was so bad. Sorry. But focusing on Bronn, he's like, I'm here to kill you. And Tyrion's like, no, you can't. We worked together before. And he's like, okay. And like, I just won't do this. And he's like, we'll give you a castle. Okay, bye. I'm not going to help with the last war.
Okay.
And he's just out of the story.
That's bad.
But the long night, the episode 3, it was all at night. Couldn't see anything. It was like that bad.
You didn't have your TV adjusted properly.
Okay, so you know when like
That's
you see, like,
also
the pixelation in clouds and like the darkness?
That's a lie. You shouldn't do that.
That was so throughout the episode. I couldn't see anything. The end of the episode, where Mauricio asks me why it was underwhelming, is because this series started with Winter is Coming. You saw at the beginning.
Yes, everyone
Winter is
says
coming.
it. Winter's coming. Winter's coming.
The main threat gets eliminated in one episode by Arya, who has no connections with like all the prophecies, and it's like this the Night King, the main bad guy. He's like, I just want to make everything cold. That's his only motivation.
Dude doesn't want to pay for AC. Like, he just wants it cold.
And like, while it was like cool, it was like World War Z type, like climbing over the walls. But like Sam, he was there. He was just lying there. And there's zombies everywhere, and he's not dying. And it just seems like there's like so much plot armor, because all the main characters survive except 2. What's his name? Daenerys' right-hand man.
I don't even know if I met him.
The old dude, look though.
I don't even know.
The advisor.
I don't even think I've met him yet.
Okay, well, he died.
Okay.
And, can't even remember these characters anymore, since I don't care anymore. Theon, he died too.
Okay.
But he kind of just like... And Bran, he's like beside the tree.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there. He's not doing anything. He's like, I gotta go now. And he does this like stupid... Goes into bird type, like all seeing eye, and flies around as birds. He doesn't do anything. But like, it was just so unsatisfying because it didn't feel like it was earned. Nothing like... That ending wasn't earned. And then in the last week's episode, there's like an Iron Fleet, and Daenerys has her dragons up very high. There's no tall mountains. Like, she doesn't see this Iron Fleet coming towards them. And they like kill one of the dragons. And then like...
This seems like bad writing.
It's terrible writing. Like, I know Walking Dead isn't like the pinnacle of writing, but I can put aside... I just love it, but like, I watched Game of Thrones like at a very quick pace. I didn't get the time to like really fall in love with it like I did with The Walking Dead. So I can really see like the holes everywhere, and it's just like there's 2 episodes left.
And Starbucks cups.
Oh yeah, the Starbucks cup. They edited that out.
That's ridiculous.
Like how did they miss that? You know, these people watch it over and over again. None of them saw that Starbucks coffee
ridiculous.
Cup.
It's I actually physically don't know how that got through. Like, as someone who knows the process of how these are filmed and then edited and then remastered and double checked, I don't know. It's wild.
And Missandei dies at the end, and she's like she's all about like not killing everyone. But her final words were like Dracarys, which means kill them all or something. And it's like...
Great.
You're just trying to build towards this climax that is not going to be earned at all. It's not going to make sense. I think the last war is tonight. In about an hour. It already happened in the East. Probably a shitty episode. But I just want to see how it ends, you know?
Yeah, no, you've... So the question is, if 70 of 73 hours are good... Is it still worth it?
Yes, I think so.
So, but it's just you just got to get through that last 3 hours. Okay.
Like The Walking Dead season 7 and 8, terrible. Season 9, one of the best. If
But
not
that's
the
not
best
that's
season.
not the ending though.
That's
That's
not
the
the
thing.
ending.
So it's like,
But I think it's gonna stay with that quality since it's a new showrunner. But yeah, that's it.
okay, let's talk about something good then.
Okay, Jojo.
Jojo.
We got 3 weeks, but only 2 episodes since there was a recap episode.
Yep.
So we got Abakio's death.
Yeah.
That hit me hard. Like the part when he was in like purgatory with the guy and he started crying.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That was
and
done
then
really well.
What really hit me was Narancia crying.
Yeah.
Pleading.
Yeah, like
I'm
he was hurt by it.
Damn. What do you think?
I mean, I've read the manga,
I guess yeah.
so I mean I knew it was coming, but I will say it's handled way better in the anime. The music and everything helps it.
Was it just that death scene in that episode?
Well, they're looking for, and then they get the face,
the face mold.
because he uses it there.
And then the typical JoJo death end with him in the sky.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yep.
And then the recap episode, nothing there. I liked how they I watched it. I like how they set it up.
I didn't watch it at all.
I love JoJo. I need to see
Fair
everything
enough.
about it. Then did you watch?
Yes. So I have
Awesome episode.
so many girls on my timeline thirsting after Chocolata.
Why?
And
He's disgusting.
I literally don't understand. It is
Well, he has the worst stand for you, right?
It is that stand sucks. But it is the weirdest thing. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
What is it? His hair?
I don't know. Anyways,
Beat mentioned that he was the guy who chopped up the Hitman team.
Oh, that would make sense.
He was earlier in this.
Makes sense. So they get a mysterious call.
Yeah, I think I know who it is.
Who? You can say.
Polnareff?
I'm not going to confirm or deny at this
Okay,
point.
I think it's Polnareff.
It would make sense.
Because he mentions I'm damaged from a previous battle. I can't really do much. And he brings up the Stardust Crusaders.
Yep.
How does he know them, right?
You're right, yeah. And
So-
it plays a little bit of the theme, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I miss that theme.
But yeah, looking forward to seeing what he looks like. I haven't seen him.
Okay,
Part 5.
okay.
I haven't seen any of them.
Okay, cool.
I also got a hint towards it. I follow the Jojo Twitter page.
Yep.
That just says this episode's out now, and I went to the feed, which I shouldn't do. I know.
No.
And the first reply was Polnareff doing that pose with the long leg. Oh, that's Polnareff. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't ruin anything for me.
No, it doesn't.
Then we got a ton of Stan Arrow lore.
Yes,
Stans are basically viruses, diseases.
Yeah. Well, they're viral diseases that are meant to, if you survive it, you evolve.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's what it is.
And it's alien. It's basically aliens.
A little bit,
Which
yeah.
makes me think of the Part 4 guy.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't put that together. Okay, so I caught up on JoJo today with the manga.
You mentioned that it makes sense now. Jojolion.
So I've determined what Jojolion is going for.
Oh, okay.
So every part has what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
You got Victorian vampires. You got Journey Across the World with Pillarmen. You got Journey to Egypt. You got Small Town Murder Mystery. You got gangsters doing gangster stuff. You got
Stuff.
I'm just gonna say women in prison.
Okay.
Then you got stuff. I'm not gonna say that one. But this one I've determined is a fruit economy based horror.
Fruit economy based horror?
There's a lot of fruit talk. It is. It's one of the. It's all about fruit. But the interesting thing is that I think it is going for adult horror because it is.
I've seen screens of it. I've just seen drawings of it.
Yeah.
It gives a very off vibe about it.
So there's
I don't know where to look, you know?
So the stands of say Metallica, right?
Yep.
You know how those sort of stands that affect the body in horrible ways? That's all the stands in this part. And you notice very quickly that everything feels off and scary. There's amazing and interesting callbacks to the whole series, which is really nice that we're still kind of getting those. But at the same time, everything you're reading it and you're just like, these feel weird. This feels off.
Maybe
and so
that's on purpose.
I think because as I read, I definitely feel like it's going for...
Maybe this be like a
and
huge reveal.
specifically, the type of horror is Junji Ito horror. Junji Ito being a horror manga artist. Like, he's done work for Pokemon that is the scariest Pokemon artwork ever. Wait till you see Junji Ito Pokemon art.
Let's see.
Google it if you haven't seen it yourselves. It is terrifying. This is official art from Pokemon Company.
Jesus.
So he's done.
Oh my god.
So his art is.
Oh, that's the famous one.
Yeah, well, this is actually a parody.
Oh, okay.
But his art is absolutely terrifying. It's he's so disturbing, right? And it's really going for that style. Like, it's really going for. There's still quirky, like, funny stuff, but at the same time,
is there like a main plot line that
so
it's hit?
It's hit its main plot. It's very much like Part 4 in that it is finally hit. Like, it was weird stuff happening, and then it hits the main plot.
Okay.
However, the main villain has really yet to be revealed, which is strange and is almost making me wonder: is there a main villain? Because the way it's set up, it could easily not have one.
Interesting.
It's interesting, and it's definitely one where I kind of hope if we do get a Part 9, because he's getting older.
But is he losing the passion?
Well, he's not losing his youthfulness, because dude's a vampire. I can definitely see if it ends here, good. If it doesn't, I do hope it goes back to a more simpler story.
Well, I think there should be one more, because like you say how like every three parts are like a complete...
Yeah, because 7 and 8 are connected very much. 4, 5, and 6 are connected very much. So I could yeah, it depends. It depends. We'll have to see. But no, having caught up on it, it is very different from previous parts, but at the same time still JoJo. And it's you still get those wonderful out of context screenshots that are just like, oh my god, what is happening?
Back to Part 5, we didn't talk about the stand guy. Like, what's his name? Chocolato or whatever? Chocolata. And his backstory is, he's like, him and Kira could have a coffee.
His stand, Green Day.
It's green tea in the...
It's green tea, but it is Green Day.
That's a cool stand name. I like that.
Yeah.
And the mold. The lower you go.
Yeah.
Like if you
so
just
it's
descend.
like, if you descend, you're done.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Like, is that putting your leg down?
Yes, because you're descending.
Oh my god,
right?
that's
so
scary.
It's like you have to continually go up. If you ever go down from your position, you're done.
How are they gonna?
I know. I've seen it. It's pretty good.
It's gonna be 2 parts because there's a.
This one might even be 3.
Really?
This one I remember being like one of the big.
Well, because he's like
I think he's
the boss's right hand man.
He's the last major stand user. I think he's the last one before the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because the boss hates him. He's disgusted by him.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, you're gross.
But we need you.
Yeah.
I like how Doppio steals the ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have my phone? Give it back.
They all just run away.
And then uses the toy phone on the airplane.
Yeah, and then the little girl's just like, whatever.
What?
Doppio's good. I really like Doppio. I forgot how much Doppio was actually in it. I didn't remember him being that prevalent.
Mm-hmm. And apparently we haven't seen the boss yet.
You haven't seen the boss's true form.
Okay.
In full, at least. You've seen
Doppio.
You've seen Doppio and you've seen him bulk up a bit. But that's not...
No, he was in the shadows.
Yeah, but that's not his true form.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's going to be cool. Who's the guy that takes pictures for the...
Seko.
Seko?
Yeah.
Is he a stand user?
We'll have to see.
Well, I guess we will.
We will have to see.
But yeah, it's... at first I didn't like Part 5 as much.
Yeah, no.
And then it really got good.
Now, the second half is definitely ramping up, and I'm definitely liking it a lot more.
Like, it feels like there's a lot of stakes now.
Yeah, I definitely still think... I don't think it'll reach the heights of part 4, though. I think definitely part 4 will be still up there for the best part in my eyes. But boy, oh man, I'm waiting for that part 6. It's just it's one of my favorites.
Really?
It's so good. It does help that it has some of the most creative stands, but it also has a very unique format, being set in a prison. How does that work, right?
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's good. And in America.
Oh,
Get some good old Japan
Starbucks.
views. Japan views America. How does that go?
huh. I also finished the part 1 manga.
Oh yeah.
I also got the first book of part 2. I think I'm going to get them over time.
Yep.
So, but yeah, there's some differences there. I don't think there'd be if you were to look for them, I don't think you'd see them. But side by side, definitely. Seeing Danny die,
Yep.
in excruciating detail.
Yeah, Danny doesn't burst out of the
Yeah.
out of there and be like, Mark, I'm dying.
And there's a few little scenes
Yep.
or stuff that's off screen in the anime, but shown in the manga.
Yep.
But yeah, it was good. Definitely not anime level, but
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
it
liked
is
it.
from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's old,
there's
right?
these tiny heads on giant bodies.
Oh man. Oh, it's so weird looking at then the new art, which is photorealistic.
Ooh.
Like the faces.
Is that what gives the part 8 a horror vibe?
So they're not always drawn like that.
Oh, okay.
They're in some close-up shots they look like real faces, but in more far-off shots it looks just like regular sort of anime stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't help because the faces are remarkably realistic at times.
Wow. That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, is that it?
I think that's about it. Because you got to get going for whatever you're going to.
Game of Thrones, dude.
Oh man, have fun! I'm looking forward to seeing the fallout on Twitter.
But yeah, the series will be done by the next time we come back.
Well, we'll have a discussion about that for sure.
So next time, to recap, we have Hot Wheels Acceleracers.
Yes.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
Do you want to do a bonus free episode for E3 predictions, or just
No, we'll just put it in.
Okay,
I
we'll do
don't-
E3 predictions next time.
I don't think we have that many to go through, honestly.
Yeah, because PlayStation's not there, I guess.
Yep.
Anything else happening between now and then?
Oh, Spark is coming out.
Spark.
Spark 2. Excited playing that. The Hat in Time DLC did come out, but I'm not playing that for a little bit just because I want to play Spark first because I've been waiting for that for much longer.
I'm waiting to buy it on the Switch.
Yep.
I think that's it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Thank you all for listening. And we'll see you then in 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how life goes.
If you get another disease.
If I get another
Parasite.
dose of hepatitis. See you guys next time for some more. Ciao.
Bye.